Hello, chat. Welcome to the stream. Let's go live everywhere first. Yan. Yan. Live na rin tayo dito. Can you hear us clearly? We good? We good? Wet evening. Yes, LJ. Buong araw umuulan. If you traveled though, it wasn't very traffic actually. Actually, medyo, well, maybe northbound isn't traffic. I mean, no, maybe southbound isn't traffic. Like if you're within Metro Manila, if you're from QC going down to places like Mandaluyong, Makati, or Taguig, hindi ganun ka-traffic. But it's the coming home that's super traffic. Because I suppose maraming schools suspended, some private companies or private work also naging optional ang work. Well, not optional, but from a distance, if that makes any sense. Pwede ang hindi necessary pumasok sa office. How are you, SWG? How is it? Unless you need saving, unless you need doctors like SWG, then yeah, work will have to be on site. Glad you're home, SWG. Hey, Carl. Carl, lipat na dito sa YouTube, not TikTok, sa YouTube. No? Northbound, OA yung traffic. Same, Levy. You know it. You know it. Optional work for us means optional pay. Oh, to be a creative. No work, no pay, baby. That's it for the rest of our lives. No work, no pay. And that's how it's gonna go. But it's, I suppose it, to an extent, that's also the case for a lot of employed officials, diba? Employed professionals. Technically, you only have a number of leaves. If you don't work past those number of leaves, you get no pay. No school? Nice, nice. All that you got to worry about is the upcoming. By the way, what's your technique, SC? What's your technique for studying for the UPCAT? Because I remember I had mine. I had a notebook, like a small blue notebook that at most had like 15 pages worth of notes, and that's all I studied for the UPCAT. And the asset ba? Yeah, asset, the DLSU set. That's basically it. I wanted to take the UST exam also, but I think I genuinely forgot that it was going to be the day, the next day, na parang hindi na ako ginanahan. Siguro umuulan din yata. I don't remember anymore. I didn't attempt to take the UPCAT. Ako naman, I didn't attempt to take Kenneth? That's just feels like a new name. Feels like a new name but an old profile picture. Ako naman, ang hindi ko na sinubukan yung UST exam. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Reviewing with people who are smarter than you works all the time. Apart from the UPCAT, what else are you taking? Ay, let's go. Akala ko nung una nagsising ng contract. Nagsisign pala. Nag-UP ka? Yeah, hindi ako nag-UP. Ibang school ako. Everyday. I remember back when I tried to study, I think I was more keen on test taking or getting better at test taking than I was at being smarter across the board. Kasi kung di ako nagkakamali, I told myself, anong use aralin lahat ng pwedeng aralin if at the end of the day, one, I'm not even sure what's going to appear. Two, I'm not even sure I have enough time to finish solving whatever it was that was thrown at me in these entrance exams. So I think the way I went at it is, let's say there's a math problem, and this math problem gives you 1 point worth in the exam. And I know I'm gonna take more time than I need, more time than I have to answer it. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm just going to solve it halfway. And if the number already looks close to one of the multiple choice letters, I'll answer that number. Because last thing I want to do is not be able to finish the exam. So shotgun yung ginawa ko, in short. Yeah, glamorized shotgun is what I did for my entrance exams. Yeah. Yeah, test taking talaga yung mas inano ko, mas inaral ko, like the skill of test taking. Really? Even a asset right now? Ang alam ko sa UP, di ba, right minus 1/4 wrong? I don't like exams too. Yeah, my pattern ng test taking. If I'm not mistaken, I only learned this in college though. So it was already, na-admit na ako sa school.
Andito lang po ako. Still not 100%.
Still? Ganun kalamig dyan, Gio? That has to be Gio, right? Thank you, bro. I love it. Thank you, chat. W Gio. And get well soon. Yeah, so I was in college already when I learned that, let's say you have a multiple choice of 4, right? An item with multiple choice na 4 ang options, or 4 ang pwedeng isagot, A, B, C, or D. So 1 is definitely going to be the correct answer. The second item is going to be the complete opposite of that correct answer. Number 3 will be close to that answer, and number 4 is something to that answer. Damn, I forget. 1 is the correct answer, another is the complete opposite. Maybe 3 and 4 are going to be close to that correct answer. So for as long as you can identify what the correct answer looks like, at least you're not gonna answer the completely opposite one. Parang ganun yata eh. All right, SWG. Yup, mismo, Ken. Yup, ganun mismo. All the choices are the worst is when your teacher is smart, because the teacher knows exactly how students take tests, and so what they do is they sobrang identical ng mga sagot. Worse is when the teacher includes subject matter that can only be learned if inaral mo yung source material, as in nagbasa ka and hindi ka lang nakinig sa lecture. I hated teachers like that. Kasi mahilig naman ako makinig eh. In class, I listen. But I really, really hate studying or reading text. So I think that was my downfall in school. Items in the quiz that weren't taught in the lecture but are present if he studied the text. That was me. That was my weakness. Likely will. Fantastic Four. Yeah, I will likely be watching it, Jason. By hook or by crook. So that was my test taking tactics back in the day. Man, sometimes I still get nightmares, by the way, whenever I sleep and I dream of not studying for my chem long test. Preferably by crook. Like that, Tavis. Oh man, that banana, Tavis. That banana, by the way, I couldn't get enough. I have one more right here. So the bad news is frozen yung oatmeal ko. I left it in the fridge for too long. It began to freeze. So I'm kind of letting it melt. Once it's melted, I'll mix everything up together with the banana. Oof. Oh, that sucks, Levy. That sucks. Yeah. I remember having a test edit. This is a true story, by the way. I'm not just saying this because I know Editor Kelbs can can probably see this or have access to this. But before I officially began working with Editor Kelvs, I also had test edits for everybody who wanted to everybody who took on the job posting that I made. Because Editor Kelvs and I work closely on all the shorts that we come up with, all the TikToks, the Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. And I remember may pa-test edit talaga ako sa lahat. If I'm not mistaken, I think anywhere between 10 to 15 yung nag-apply sa pa-test edit ko. And if I'm not mistaken, cover letter pa lang ni Editor Kelvs. You know that entire letter that you write to introduce yourself, or that entire message that you write to sort of introduce yourself to your potential collaborator. Cover letter pa lang ni Kelvs, alam ko na siya na yung kukunin ko. So, that's a fact, by the way. I don't think I've ever told the Editor Kelvs that, but I think there's so much that speaks about you whenever, apart from your CV, apart from your test edit, sobrang laking bagay din ng cover letter. Yup. Ang galing. I see. How long do you study for in a day? I'm pretty surprised actually that it looks like you're taking the UPCAT seriously. Is it UPCAT or nothing? Dang, Gio. Is it the weather? Is it sad? Is it sad? Isn't sad like an acronym for something about the weather? Sad. Sad weather symptoms. What's that again? Seasonal affective disorder. It's more meh. I think when I was reviewing wait, are you attending a review school? Kung di ako nagkakamali, Mentors Plus yung review center. Buhay pa ba Mentors Plus? It has to be. Heck yeah! Buhay pa ang Mentors Plus. Yo, chat, this was my review center all the way back then. I love Mentors Plus. I would 100% recommend this to any kid right now. Hell yeah. I can't believe they're still alive, man. Such a lucrative business. Review schools for kids who want to get into their dream college. Brain drain. Yeah. Yay! Thank you, Mark Joy. Mark, aliga dito. Aliga dito sa YouTube. I am live here. You didn't do a review? Ako, I did kasi I think it's like it's almost like it's tradition. Like if you were in my school, chances are you went to a review school. Like even if you were smart, even if you're like the top of your class, very good chance because it's just the culture na magre-review school ka. Si Ken, UP Link. Hey, OJ. Oh, by the way, let us start, chat. Let us start with an announcement. So I'm not sure you guys saw this, but if you have, then good for you. But over in major announcements, we have new channels available now. Actually, just one new channel. It's the Benifam Sports Club. Initially, sabi ni Kuya OJ, gusto niya raw ng running na channel where we could encourage everybody to join fun runs or progress pictures of our running progress or photos of group pictures sa mga fun run. But I thought maybe we could make it even bigger and more encompassing by adding other fitness activities too. So whether it's Zumba, weightlifting, running, I hope to see this progress and have you guys fill this one up with a bunch of different stuff related to your fitness. Kahit pagkain lang, whether, I mean, healthy food or whatever. Post it all here, chat. What do you mean by Sunflower Studios? What do you mean by what's my niche? What's my niche? Okay, Kuya OJ. So yeah, that's the announcement. And then I've also taken out several inactive channels. So tinanggal ko na itong mga voice channel na to. Itong Chain Together, Valorant, ML. Because most of the time, you only just use Arena anyway. And then personal promotion sinanggal ko na. Because I think the last time it was used was last month. And before that, I don't even know anymore. I know, man. Levi, di man lang tayo pinayagan tumakbo no? Well, ako naman wala akong excuse because indoor naman yung treadmill. But I did have to, my toe started hurting. Is that a good enough excuse? Sumakit yung toe ko. So yeah. I think it's only recovering now. Alam niyo yung Alam niyo yung sakit ng toe? Like your big toe? Yung sakit ng big toe na alam niyong kailangan na siyang i-trim. Like there's something stuck in there. Not an ingrown, but more like naipon na yung dumi doon. And so medyo masakit na. Medyo what's the word? Tender. If you press on the corner of your toe, medyo tender na, right? So that's what happened to me. I had to clean my toenail and cut off my toe. But yeah, it's getting better and I'll be ready to run tomorrow. What? Do you like? Ano ang favorite season mo, Levi? Can't imagine binging Game of Thrones. That's a long binge. To tell you the truth, Ron, nagpapa-pedicure. I did. This is a little shameful to admit, but I am admitting it. I practically did not know how to cut my nails until the pandemic. Pwede, yes. Anything fitness or sports. Kahit nutrition, kahit healthy food, kahit grocery nyo na healthy finds. Sports club talaga. Anything fitness related. But yeah, to answer your question, Ron, yeah. I only learned to cut my nails during the pandemic, my toenails during the pandemic, kasi yung aking lifetime pedicurist, hindi siya makapaggupit ng kuko no pandemic, syempre. So yeah, and ever since then I never looked back. Yeah, sige lang, MJ. Do it. Ano naman anything really goes. Like basta fitness and kumaga always goes back to that angle. Okay lang. There's one too, right? Dr. Pimple Popper. I'm sure LJ, kung gusto mo yung ingrown nail removal, trip na trip po si Dr. Pimple Popper. Nightmares. Alika dito sa YouTube, sagutin ko yung question mo. Come over here. I'm right over here, Nightmares. If you can come over here. Ito may pinost na. Let's go. Takbo para sa kalikasan, water run. Let's go. Wait, hindi pa ba wind yung next? Oh, chat, sa sobrang puyat ni Barney, tulog pa siya. Oh my gosh, Chad. I know, like this run happened, I think, at like 4, 5, 6 in the morning, depending on what run you're gonna do. So whether you're doing 5, 10, or 18K. So it happened despite the heavy rains. By the way, nung Sunday, I would like to think. Wait, Sunday yung run, no? Saturday. Wait, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday yung run. I would like to think na the morning of the run, when this happened, tumigil yung ulan for just a little bit. May ambon, may ulan, pero tumigil just a little bit. And then the rest of the day, it rained hard. I can't help it. I love my oatmeal. Yeah, so post it here. Well, LJ never answered. Feeling ko kilala niya. Feeling ko di siya sure kung sino si Dr. Pimple Popper. I never enjoyed Dr. Pimple Popper, by the way. Oh. Mga tumakbo raw. Pinost ni OJ dito sa ating new channel, newly minted sports channel, where you could post everything fitness related. Another one, a selfie. Ito, nagising na si Barnes. Kanina dito tulog si Barnes, oh. Tulog si Barnes dito. Ngayon gising na siya. Grabe naman to. Mga decked out ang mga suot. May mga running vest pa tong mga to. Wow naman. Cellphone. Where are your water bottles? Okay. And then we have MJ. Pabebe surfing daw. May tawag dyan, di ba, sa sport. Hindi naman sport, pero yung activity na yan. Yo, Vince, do you have a photo? Also, that's also another purpose, by the way, for the sports club or this newly minted channel. It's for everybody to, let's say, congregate. It's for everybody to congregate in real life. Like, let's say, tara, punta tayo sa run na to. And then it's the actual run. Diba? It's a chance for people to use the group chat or that channel to meet up specifically. By the way, ngayon ko lang na-notice yung number ni Bok, chat. Look at that. Chat, Bok has the best number, the best bib number. For those who don't know, this is Paul Will. This is Vincent Agnes, aka Barney. This is OJ, and this is Francis. Nabasa ko nga yung caption mo eh. If I'm not mistaken, Paul Will had a caption about the experience Paul had for the day. If I'm not mistaken, it was everything from injury to your stomach not agreeing with you. I know, I don't think aabot ng 6969. Right? Because this has to be hundreds, right? Like 5K, competitor number 699. Holy, what? Imagine being runner number 699. My gosh. The money that's involved in this. Which, by the way, I'm a little disheartened about because so much money and they took a big gamble, chat. With the org. And this is just my personal opinion, okay? And I'm speaking from no experience at all. And I'm speaking without any knowledge of fun runs. But in my opinion, they should have postponed the run. It was too big of a gamble, chat. It wasn't just light rains. It was thunderstorms and heavy rains with wind. Sobrang swerte lang nung organization na on this day, at least this morning, medyo nagpahinga yung bagyo. But come on, man. It wasn't it was a big gamble on their end to push through with the run. It paid off, luckily. But yeah, it all makes sense why they had to force it to happen. Yeah, they had to force it to happen because it's a logistical nightmare to postpone the event. Because practically every weekend, may ganap na sa area na to, di ba? Grabe to. Another photo by MJ. Let's go! Saan to MJ? Boracay? Aspre. Mas matindi yung sa TikTok. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of money. Wait, 2 terabyte dongle as in like as in a 2 terabyte thumb drive? Puerto Galera. Ooh, I've never been. Tanza? Anong Tanza? Tanza yung mayonnaise? Tanza? Andyan sa Tanza, sa Cavite. Oh. That's nice. Kasi open. Open siguro yung event kaya ginawa na ng foam party. Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. Please drop by sa mga future runs. I haven't actually seen that. Grabe yung 10,000 times 300 is 3 million. In case you didn't know, Chad. That's, I mean, I didn't know that. Until I calculated it. Nice! Nice! What distance did you take, Ryan? Frozen pa rin ba tong oatmeal ko? Jesus, it's so frozen. I took the 21K by the way, Ryan. Sa air run, itong lahat ng to, I think itong 4 na to, 5 na to mag-air run din. What? You know what ang feeling ko may alam nito, MJ, si Stein. Stein would for sure know this. 16? Alright. See you sa 21K, Ryan. I mean, see you sa midnight run. Kasi 21K ako eh. Kaya na-mix up ko yung sinabi ko. Alright, Levy. Thank you for dropping by. Good luck at your part-time later. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Good luck. Gotta do good. Kailangan magpabango muna, Levy. Parachute? What do you mean, or paragliding? What we talking about here, MJ? What the hell? 12 hours? How many days a week? Grabe. That grind, Levy. Local yung ano mo, employer. That's nuts. 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Part-time? Oh, no. You have 2 jobs. One is part-time, one is your main job. Alright. Teka lang, bakit di ko alam yung pangalan yan? Oo nga naman, Levy. Wait. Skydiving, MJ. While I like the advocacy for Takbo para sa Kalikasan, you know what? I want to dig deep for a minute here. Takbo para sa Kalikasan. Who are the official organizers here? I never really bothered, Chad. Takbo para sa Kalikasan. Who are the organizers? Green Media. Looks like they have a website. Like, are they actually super transparent about where the money goes, because this is a lot of money, chat. That's the website. Look at that. It's all race. Galing nilo, 2021. Meron na silang takbo para sa kalikasan. Green media events. Such big money. Just think about the math for a second, chat. Like, 2,000 people paying a couple thousand each. Yeah, 2023. I saw that. Na nag-post din sila, di ba? Natuloy ang run natin. Parang 2023 lang, di ba? Ito yun, no? Wait, let's see. Or is that? They posted, oh no, that's May 1 already. They posted it, sorry. Yung takbo para sa kalikasan pala. Para, ito. They posted it like a couple of, like the day before. Na, uy, parang 2023 lang ulit. 19 hours. I was staring, ito. Mukhang Water Run 2023 experience ulit tomorrow. Yon. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, like, I want to know the first thing to look for, right? To know whether or not they are a reputable events production or production events company. But I would love to know where the money goes. Teka, water, it has to be somewhere. Takbo para sa kalikasan. Where does the money go? They have to mention it, right? Ito. Bambuhay. Where does the money go? Nice. Ito nung nung Sunday. Because they normally mention where the money goes. Lalo na kung mga ganitong advocacy. Save them. Wait, baka ito view post. Be part of Takbo para sa Kalikasan Water Run Edition and let's save them. Ito! There you go. Our beneficiaries, Pag-asa, Pawikan Center, PawiCare, Disaster Relief and Recovery Program. Tumakbo ka na, nakatulong ka pa. I'm all for it. Sup, Yel? Welcome to the stream. Oh, by the way, it's SWG here. We will open our last package once SWG is here. But in the meantime, chat, you like the light over there? You like the light? Can any? Does any? We only had 10 pieces of the hexagon lights, so I had to make the most out of it. I couldn't make it a W. I couldn't make it a C because I thought those were kind of cheesy. So I ended up making it that. Anybody have an idea what that is? I thought it was the coolest way to make it meaningful but also a little abstract. Tapos if you know lang yung vibes. Yup, yun nga, sabi rin ni Paul, depende, kunyari, air run, siguro ano yun, siguro ang advocacy nila doon, ang beneficiaries nila doon, siguro yung mga, I can't think of anything right now. Hell yeah, chat, it's this one. Wait, ito para aligned. Ayun oh. Boom! Yeah? Huh? You know? Yeah. It's the best. I came up with iterations of it. I tried making it... Remember ba akong photos noon? Teka, tingnan ko dito Let me look at the photos here. Yeah, I had iterations of it. Let me just delete some of these photos. Baka mapakita ko pa. These are screenshots, by the way, of bills. Ito. So I had this iteration, but it didn't look quite nice, right? I also had this iteration, but I felt like it was still missing a couple of things. So I ended up with this one, which is the one you're looking at right now on the wall. Yep. Yeah, and again, I had to do a lot of rewiring, chat, because now I have to light this up too. Kailangan ko sindihan yung on-air, kailangan ko sindihan tong ilaw na to, itong Benifam, at itong ilaw natin. So, Meralco bill, aabangan ko na lang. Hang loose ganito di ba? Hang loose. Ito kasi love. Kaya ganyan siya. Love, di ba? It being hexagonal, para siyang yung lumang game sa Atari. Hindi ako familiar sa game na yun. Speed limit and yung kay SWG. Kaya abangan na lang natin siya. Sabi niya maliligo lang daw siya. Pagbalik niya, chat, buksan na natin. Yung speed limit should have been delivered today, but inclement weather, so hindi na deliver today yung speed limit. But by the way, Lirio, what are we gonna do with your prize? Prize mo na lang yung hindi pa yata na de-deliver na item. Yeah. Ito na lang yung kulang natin. Let me see if I have it. This one. Ito na lang yung kulang na item ng stream room. And I think I'm gonna put it here. Dito ko siya ilalagay, banda. Sa area na to. Because it's kind of empty still, this area. But I'm also considering making it blank for now. Para kung ano man yung season, yun yung ilalagay natin. So, kunyari, Christmas, may parol dyan, or may Christmas lights, whatever. But, I don't know yet. Maybe the 69 could be there for now. Yun nga eh. Kaya yung 69 parang kailangan ano siya eh. Parang naka-ano lang. Alam mo yung nakatambay lang siya doon. Yung hindi siya front and center. Kaya iniisip ko na yung 69 hindi siya pwede dito. Baka feeling ko hihiga ko lang siya dyan sa taas. Or nakasandal siya sa ibabaw ng mga tripod dito. Really? This one? The 69 speed limit? Yun yung kinoconsider ko, LJ. Yeah, Lirio! What you gonna do with it? So, ano kaya yung sa air? Sa air run, siguro definitely has to do with air pollution, but I'm thinking what specifically? Yeah, could be for birds. Yeah, makes sense for birds. I think it's pretty cool though because I think what happens in these events, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just a guess. It's not exact. Is it non-profit? Ang takbo para sa kalikasan hindi naman to non-profit, no? It's private. It's privately organized by Green Media. So I feel like what happens here is that because it is a for-profit event, what they end up doing is instead of paying their income tax, in-offset nila with charitable events. Does that make sense? Because ang alam ko, ang charity, pwede siya, it's a tax, what's the term? Charity is tax deductible. But that's not anything bad. That's actually pretty clever because it encourages people. It's a tax break, tax deductible. it encourages people to purchase your service or your product, but at the same time, make people feel good about doing so. So yeah, malaki yung kitaan because now, imbis na income tax yung babayaran na lang nila yung equivalent nun in charity. Everybody happy, right? The organizers get their profits, the consumers feel good about what they bought, and the charity or the beneficiary that they donate to gets funded. So it's a really good business model actually. Okay. Sige. I-raffle natin yan, Lirio. Talaga? Ang Bantay Bata? Ano nila? Ka-org nila? Oh, no. You mean ABS and GMA have these because ito yung ano nila, charitable channels to help with tax breaks. Right. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. I mean, it's like, again, it's not a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when it gets corrupted. Like for example, yung charity, imbis na nagbabayad ako ng tax, ibibigay ko na lang sa charity para ma-write off yung tax ko. Pero at the same time, ako rin yung may-ari ng charity. That's when things become shady. That's when things become Ozark. Yeah, CSR for sure. Oo naman, may ganun, di ba? Air Run Bird Diversity. Earth Run Manila. Oh, there you go. Bird Diversity. Oh, look. Ang kulit naman nito. May paraffle pa sila. Beko Midi Oven, July 3. May nanalo ba nito sa Benifam? Complimentary coffee. Wow. Official photographers. Nice. Bird diversity no? All birds are welcome. No birds left behind. What? Somebody won 100K? Oh, no. 5,000. Holy shit. Chat. We're proud to have donated 100K to our beneficiary, Pag-asa Pawikan Conservation Center, and shared some love with Pawi Care in Zambales through Kubo, Lapel, and collateral donations. 100K? How much is the ticket here? How much is hindi siya raffle 100K? How much is a ticket here in Takbo para sa Kaligasan? 1.5, 1.3. Sabihin na natin mga 1.3 ano. I know, Mok. That's exactly what I was thinking. Jeez. Okay, sabihin na natin 1.3, right? Like that's the average. No, make it 1.4 din kung hanggang 1.8 pala. Sabihin na natin 1,400 yung average, right? O 1.5 times 5,000. Sabihin na natin 5,000 plus Sabihin na natin 5,050 runners. Holy shit! 7,575,000. Sabihin na natin because they are a large company, their tax is 20%. 20%, right? Ang magiging tax nila. Let's see here. Tax Corporations Philippines. How much tax? 25%. Business with taxable income of 5 million and not exceeding 25%. But I don't know, right? I don't know the numbers here. I'm dumb. I don't know how this works. Sabihin na natin 20% yung tax nila. So, dapat ang binabayaran nilang tax nasa 1.5M. Yeah, they have sponsors too. I know. Dapat 1.5M worth yung dinonate nila. But again, we're just armchair experting here right now. We don't really know how things are going. Of course, they also have to, well, may OPEX din sila. They have to pay for production. But wow. Yeah. I mean, let's not act all surprised here, chat. Why do you think there are runs almost every weekend already? It's because talaga, but walang tax tickets nila? Why are sales of tickets exempt from taxes? Why? But yeah, wag na tayo let's not act surprised here. Diba? The fact that there are runs almost every weekend now. It's being glamorized and talagang, I mean, the capitalists have entered the chat. For real, man. Anywhere from the actual organizers to your favorite pair of running shoes, they made running, which is otherwise the lowest entry to fitness, one of the most expensive sports. Yeah. Religion and charity. Well, we don't know to what extent their corporation is registered as. Kasi Green Media pa rin naman yung Green Media. Green Media naman yung nag-organize eh. So we don't know if Green Media is listed as a charitable institution. Charity. Yeah. Again, man, it's a private corporation, so they do their business. As long as they do it with integrity, as long as they're doing it properly, we don't have any numbers because they're not obliged to be transparent with it. Di naman sila public company, di ba? Or government run kung saan kailangan kita natin yung numbers nila. So we all operate on the assumption that they're doing good, di ba? And hopefully they are, because we don't want to encourage bad actors in the industry. Di ko ma-check kung charity siya eh. Oh, walang lumalabas. What's FMIDC? Yeah, it doesn't say if they're a charity. I don't even know if how to begin Google searching that. Ani taga pitik? May namimitik? May namimitik sa mga runs? Oh, picture? What picture? Oh. Kala ko may gaganunin ka bigla. Uy. Uy. Oh my gosh. I was like, competitive sport ba to? Akala ko sa basketball lang may kurutan at pitikan ah. Oh man, okay. Alright. Pitikan tayo. Right. Like the click. Pitik is the click on the camera shutter. Oh, you'd be surprised, MJ. SM Foundations run deep. Wag naman. Nag-training na ako. Nagsimula na ako mag-training kanina, by the way, Paul. Yale, you will be proud of me. Nagsimula na ako mag-training. Sinimulan ko siya sa pag-inom ng maraming tubig. Dinner tonight, I had rice, cup noodles, and chicken. Nothing glamorous again. Hindi, mock. Hindi, pero required kang isubmit kung anong sapatos gagamitin mo. Somebody smart in TikTok mentioned that they ask for your shoes because some shoes are banned from from the sport of running. I forget what shoes those are, but if I'm not mistaken, do you remember that that dude who broke some kind of world record? I think a 50K. He broke the world record for a 50K, pero hindi yata siya kinount kasi yung ginagamit niyang shoes hindi pwede sa event na yun. Parang ganun yata. Paalala, takbong pogi lang tayo sa run natin. Chad, ganyan mang hustle si Francis. Sasabihin niya takbong pogi lang, pero on the day of the race, lalamunin kayo ni Francis sa galing niya. Yeah, I mean, Ayala Foundation, SM Foundation, the biggest companies, of course, will also have the biggest charitable institutions. Yeah, and again, wait, pero public company ang SM, but I don't think their foundation or their charitable arm is public. So I don't think they're obliged to release any data either. Ganun naman, di lang sa Pilipinas. Probably just easier to get away in the Philippines. But any country will probably have a mess like that, MJ. Basically, Mock. Basically. Oh, ayun pala, sabi ni Yel. I-release sa annual reports. Yel would know. Si Yel, VP ng SMDC. Kaya alam ni Yel. Takbong poging atleta. Si Barney ba? Andito na? Tatanungin ko kasi kung pwede yung takbong tulog eh. Bakit? Ice cube pala yung kinain ko. Kala ko saging. So, Paul, si Bok tumatakbo the entire time? That's true, MJ. That's true. But at the same time, I mean, it's no secret that billionaires, largest companies in the US are the most clever in terms of avoiding taxes. Isn't it that Apple only pays like $1 of taxes every year or something? Sub 30? Kaya yan, ilaban natin yan. Masabay yung oatmeal? Kasi bakit nga ba? Di ko rin alam. Pero yellow kasi siya eh. Inaantay kong matunaw yung yellow. Nag-yellow na yung oatmeal. Ito, submissions ni Paul. Yabang. Iba pa ba yung vest ni Paul dito? Sa vest niya dito. Yabang. Daming vest. Let's go, chat. Forearm pa lang ni Paul, chat. Wala na yung buong braso nyo. Who's Lurk? Let's go! You know, alam yata ni Paul na may pipitik eh. Let's go! Ito yung akyat bahay, di ba? Solid. And if I'm not mistaken, maputik yung day na to, no? Grabe, oh. Spartan, man. Hindi pa yata, Bok. Alam ko na, sobrang init nung araw na to kasi malapit ka ng parang nahilo ka yata nung araw na to, no? Yun yata yung kwento mo. Let's go. What's your watch? Is that a Garmin? Wow! garment. Tagal naman ni SWG. Gusto ko na i-unbox to. Unahin na lang natin yung nasal strips. Wanna do the nasal strips? Has anybody done nasal strips? I got sent nasal strips from this brand Nasalite. I'm sure you guys have seen this already. I don't even know what it does. I don't know how it works. All I hear is that people swear by it. People swear by nasal strips. They say it opens up breathing passageways, makes you breathe better, helps with people who snore, nasal decongestion, anti-snoring. It also helps with people who always deal with allergic rhinitis is one of the claims, if I'm not mistaken. So Nasalite is now in the Philippines. Apparently, nasa US siya. Nasalite brings this breakthrough to the Philippines, providing an accessible, drug-free, and immediate remedy not just for nasal congestion and snoring caused by congestion, but also for the discomfort caused by allergies. There you go, yung allergic rhinitis. So, how does it work? Flexible bands? Like, how do you put it on your nose is what I want to know. Ang naririnig ko rin for sports, people wear this for sports because nga mas maganda ang breathing mo. It helps you with performance as well. Here you go. Each adhesive strip is embedded with flexible bands that act like springs. Oh, when applied to your nose, these bands flex to their original shape, lifting the walls of the nose in the process. This creates physically more space for air to flow, which decongests your nose and reduces soft tissue vibrations in the throat, lessening snoring. Right. So, ito yung nose mo. The nasal strip is essentially pretty rigid, right? But if you bend it a little bit, you put it on your nose, it will, try its best to return back to its original form. Kaya ang nangyayari, it lifts your nostrils up. I think that's what happens here. I've never done this before, but again, I see a lot of people do it. One of my fitspirations and favorite podcasters, this dude literally always has it on. Alex Hermosi. Nagagalit na si TikTok. Yeah, we're live TikTok. Look at this. It's so on brand for him already that he literally has one for his posters. And parati siyang naka-nasal strip. I don't understand. Ito nga yung parang ano na yata eh. Master nasal strip. Yun na yata yung reusable dahil may magnet or whatever. I'm not so sure. But yeah, dude always is wearing some kind of nasal strip. Right? So yeah, got me curious when Nasalite approached me. Sabi ko, alright, let's try it. What's all the hype about? And so I have it here. They sent me a 30-pack. And you guys could check it out on the website, Nasalite PH. But it would be cheaper if you got it on TikTok. So I'm not sure kung paano ba ilagay ito sa yellow basket ko. Hindi ko rin alam. Pero ito yung pinadala nila. They sent me a pack of 30. A pack of 30 on the website. A pack of 30 on the website costs... What does it say? It costs 700. But if I'm not mistaken, if you get it from my yellow basket, mas mababa siya. Nasa 600 plus lang for 30 pieces. Much cheaper if you get the 10-pack option. So here it is, 30 pieces. I don't know how this works, man. Like, I'm not even trying to sell you anything. I'm just genuinely curious how this works. And also, they said I have like a week to do this, or else they're gonna give me a strike on their TikTok shop. Good for you, Steffi. Okay, sige. Nasa Discord, check natin. Asan yung picture? Yabang ng takbong pogi na to. Iba tong takbong pogi na to. PM ba? PM ba? Hold on. So ibig sabihin hindi ko pwede tingnan kasi PM. Yan. I see it. Yan. Okay. Mukhang stock. Check out the running form, chat. Look at that. Oh. Look at that. Landing just barely on the heel para mag-transfer yung energy sa midfoot. Oh, diba? Look at that. Straight upper body. Hawak-hawak pa yung bote. Hawak yung phone sa kabila. Kakaiba to. Kakaiba yung running form nito. Ang galing-galing mo, idol. Tapos, nga, sabi ng photographer, hindi kayo importante. Ang importante lang yung naandito. Wow, may suot pang bling. Grabe, iba na to. Nasalite Nation. Heartfelt thank you for choosing Nasalite and long letter here. All right, FDA approved. I didn't know that. Our FDA-approved nasal strips are designed to relieve snoring and congestion caused by nasal blockage, and they work for most people. However, they may not be effective for everyone due to factors like the nature and severity of your congestion, snoring issues unrelated to nasal blockage, or skin type. Let's see. Another pack. Oh, ito, may user guide dito. How do they work? Once applied to the nose, basically mag-flex palabas. So, basically, mas lalapad ba yung ilong ko? Because it's a band that goes back to its original form. Alright, let's do that then. Ito. How to apply. Choose one. Cleanse and prep. Dang, I should have cleaned my nose before. Peel and position. Gently peel off the protective backing. Center the strip over the bridge of your nose. Proper placement is key. Look at that. Too high kapag masyadong above the nostrils. Too low kapag attaching the nostrils. So, kailangan just by the nostrils. Position the strip at the pinch point of your nose. Adjust until you feel a gentle lift. Firmly press and hold for 5 seconds to ensure a strong bond. Alright. Let's try it. Alright, Gio. Thank you for dropping by. And please get well soon. Ito na. I have one here. I have 30 here, actually. What? This is crazy. It smells. Amoy pentel pen. In fact, amoy pentel pen. Alright, again, perfect fit, too high, too low. It's printed all over here. Alright, let's take off our glasses. Let's see how this thing works. Hopefully, I don't get any rashes. Kasi hindi malinis yung nose natin. Oh, may adhesive na siya. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Ito yung itsura niya. Pag pinil mo na, and then... Oh, wait, what? Saan yung adhesive niya? No, it says it has adhesive. Saan yung adhesive? Ito. Peel and position. Gently peel off the protective backing. Center the strip on the bridge of your nose. Okay, so may protective backing siya. I see it. It's this one. Ito yung puti. I was expecting it to be blue. "100 years later." There you go. I got it. I got it. I got it. Whoa, that's sticky. That's very sticky. That's very sticky, chat. Talagang didikit to sa ilong mo. Baka sa sobrang sticky nito maging ano siya, pore strip. Pagtanggal mo nito, pati yung blackheads mo sumama, ano. Dual purpose. What if? Invent one. Nasal strip na pore strip pagtapos mo nang gamitin. I'm just having a nightmare right now. Having a hard time peeling it off. But almost there. Almost done peeling it. Wait lang, wait lang. Yan. Gio, if you can hear this, you're getting a lot of love from Steffi and Yel. I need help. And Mock. Yo, I'm having a hard time peeling this. There, but I am getting better. Ah, ayun. Alright, so you peel it from the center. Holy. That is tight. That is very tight. So you peel it from the center. Alright, so we peeled it off. Papatong na. This is really, really sticky, man. It now has all my fingerprints. So how are we gonna do this? Like, lalapit ko ba yung ilong ko sa inyo para mas makita ko yung sarili ko? Centered na, right? Centered, right? It looks centered. Is it centered? Naduduling na ako. Centered ba? I'm trying to look at the camera. Ah, ito. Pwede ko ilipat dito. Nope. Off center. Ah! Yeah. This is crazy. Alright, we're locking it in. Whoa! Yo, it works, chat! It's exactly how I thought it would work. It's exactly how I thought it would work. Whoa! Whoa! Okay siya. Side view. Whoa, not bad. Whoa. Tara, takbo na yung 10K. I'm ready. 10K na. Whoa. Para saan to? Yeah, it just literally makes your nose passage larger by physically lifting up your passageway here. So 'di ba may ilong ka? Sana naman meron. So may ilong ka, 'di ba? So basically think of it as adhesives that's pulling that part of your nostril up. So literally, lalaki yung passageways mo dito. Hey! Hindi ito yung pinapasok sa loob. Iba yung pinapasok sa loob. That one, I don't think we have been sent. Did I apply it correctly though? Again. I feel like I didn't apply it correctly. No, I do feel it though. Alam ko na. Cellphone, para mas makita ko. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, Chad, it's actually not a bad idea. I mean, if you snore, this actually might be helpful for you. Or kapag sinisipon ka or na-allergies ka. Here, let me show you what I mean. So this is me. That's me zoomed up. And if you look at the side here of my nose, nilift up na nung nasal strip yung gilid ng ilong ko. And so the air is just flowing in there. Interesting. Let's see if it's something we could wear throughout the entire stream. Oh, ito Yeah. Yeah. Wow, Nasalite. Good job. Again, chat, check out nyo na sa yellow basket ko. You are gonna get it the cheapest when you do so over there. You can pick between the 10 or the 30 pieces. It's cheaper there than it is on the website itself. So check it out. Okay. Whoa. Okay. And I was thinking it would be blue. Para sana yabang, no? I'm an athlete. I have a Nasalite on my nose. And you gotta wonder what it is because you're not an athlete. Athlete ako, kaya meron akong Nasalite. Speaking of build, it's good. Good quality. It's very rigid and it doesn't feel like it's something that will cause allergies itself on the skin. But it does say here that if it does cause itching or rashes, to discontinue the use of the product. Not for sleep apnea. They made that very clear, if I'm not mistaken. Hindi siya for sleep apnea. I read it somewhere sa Nasalite. Not for use sleep apnea. Nasalite sleep apnea. There you go. Not a treatment for sleep apnea. It says so. There you go. Not a treatment for sleep apnea. Use of nasal strips is not a treatment for obstructive sleep apnea. While it can aid in some symptoms such as snoring, it does not treat the condition. Individuals exhibiting sleep apnea symptoms should seek advice from a medical professional. And again, kapag may reactions ka, redness, discomfort, pain, or peeling, you have to discontinue use. Okay? Now, the question is, how do I add this to my cart? Now that we're wearing it, it would be nice kung nasa TikTok cart din natin siya. I just don't know how to. But anyway, chat, please check it out. Nasa ano ko na siya? It's in the links actually that I've sent to you in our live now trying nasal strips, and then of course I mentioned it's an affiliate link. I get some money if you check out using my link. I can get used to this. Ito isang use neto feeling ko. Kunyari meron kayong favorite ulam, tapos talagang gusto nyo lang na inaamoy siya. That would be the best, right? Imagine using Nasalite, nasal strips, tapos yung favorite ulam nyo naandyan. I can just imagine it. Cup noodles, beef, spicy beef na lang. Amoy na amoy mo talaga siya. Yeah, sleep apnea, alam ko yun yung CPAP. Ginagamitan yata ng CPAP yun. This one, continuous positive airway pressure. There you go. CPAP. Used to treat obstructive sleep apnea. There you go, Chad. This is not bad at all. Sana si SWG hindi pa nakatulog. Sana hindi pa siya nakatulog kasi ito yung item niya. Paging SWG. We gotta open your item. SWG, if you could hear us through your phone, through your tablet, ito na yung item mo. This item already has a place in the stream room. Johnny Jokoy gumagamit nito. And What I like about it too is that again, maybe earlier I wanted it to be blue, but now that I think about it, look, chat, you can barely even tell that I'm wearing it. So it doesn't look very obvious, and it doesn't look hindi rin siya agaw attention. Of course, if you look closely or if you're literally a foot away from me, makikita mo. But just looking at the stream right now, it's not that obvious. Or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Yeah. It's good. Like I don't know. I don't think it has sports implementations. Nasal what do you call this again? Nasal tape. Nasal strip. Nasal strip sports performance PubMed. Alam ko walang effect eh. External nasal dilator strip help in sports activity. Results. The external nasal strip dilator showed no improvement in VO2 max, HR, and the RPE outcomes in healthy individuals during exercise. So this research was done in May 2021. Breathe Right nasal strips naman. This one is done in 1997. Wow. Can't believe it only made its way to the Philippines, or at least into mainstream media today. Breathe Right nasal strips. Effects on nasal ventilation. The results showed significant increase in all subjects of transnasal airflow. So as far as airflow is concerned, yes, it works. But we want to look at it in terms of sports performance. In conclusion, the present study demonstrates that NAS air is an internal nasal dilator able to reduce the fatigue perception and is preferred to external nasal dilator. What? What's an internal? May internal? Oh, pinapasok sa ilong. Damn. Whoa. All right, I guess that's also not what we're looking at. Pero pinapasok sa ilong yung dilator na to. So maybe not this. Here. Study done in 2000. External nasal dilator do not affect treadmill performance in subjects wearing mouth guards. So may nasal strip ka na nga, may mouth guard ka pa. Yeah, so I guess it's very specific. But yeah, basically, it helps, but the help is very specific and it doesn't treat more serious conditions. I would do this if I'm having like a really bad allergy day. If sinisipon ako, if I have runny nose and I just can't help but have a stuffed nose, I would probably use this. But for any other thing, I think we should stick to the science, we should stick to the literature, at kung ano yung mismong sinasabi ng Nasalite na ikinatutulong ng pagsuot ng nasal strip. But hey, I like it. I like it. It's not a bad purchase. Very affordable. I think yung 10 neto nasa less than 200. I dig it, chat. I dig it. And it expires in 2027. So not bad, right? Not bad. Ang tanong lang, pag tinanggal ko ba to, matatanggal din yung blackheads ko. Because that one's the part that I'm not sure about. And also, how do I add a yellow basket? Wala pa rin yellow basket dito eh. Yeah, it's all good though. Alright, let's do some read-through. Check out what's been on Reddit the past few days. Reddit Philippines, what is up with you? Reddit Philippines. Puksa. What? Di na available yung puksaan sa 7-Eleven? Wala. Whoa, okay, okay. I like this. Ito mga memes yata to. Ito memed out versions nung cheating incident. The viral moment. At a Coldplay concert in Boston, a tech CEO and his co-worker got caught hugging a little too closely on the kiss cam. Their names? Andy Byron and Kristen Cabot. Both reportedly fled the scene after the clip went viral. Chismis, 10/10. Legal consequences, 0. Imagine this was in the Philippines. If the CEO had a wife back at home and she caught that footage on TikTok, she couldn't file for divorce. Because in the Philippines, there is no divorce. Not for infidelity, not for abuse, not even for irreconcilable differences. Yeah, annulment, and now it's So what happens if you're cheated on here? You cry, you rant to friends, maybe go viral, but legally, you're expected to forgive or just endure. That CEO in the US, he fled the venue. In the PH, you'd flee the marriage if only you legally could. Oh my gosh, I like it. It turns into an outcry, a protest to legalize divorce. Crazy. I'm all for it, by the way. I think it's pretty crazy na tayo na lang yung hindi pa legal ang divorce sa buong mundo. What's this? NAIA staff took home passengers' jewelry box. Okay. Yeah, nag-resign na yung CEO. And there's a fake letter of the wife spreading. It's going around, but at the same time, it's fake. Like, there is no confirmed letter yet. Yeah, us in the Vatican. I mean, that's why I tend to say tayo na lang, because of course the Vatican. Imagine if divorce was legal in the Vatican. Oh no. All hell would break loose, figuratively and literally. All right. Going back to this one, NAIA staff took home passengers' jewelry box. Just watching news this morning, airport staff mishandled a passenger's item. At least 10 staff nagpasa-pasa sa jewelry box and mga jewelry at sinuot pa nga. One staff took the jewelry box home kasi nagandahan daw siya dun sa box, not knowing may laman na jewelry yun. Contradicting her earlier statement na never pa nakita ang jewelry box. At nung nalaman na nag-investigate na sa airport at nire-review sa CCTV, bigla niya pinadeliver via rider yung jewelry box. Sa comments, may mga nag-crucify sa passenger na katangahan niya raw yun kasi why not ilagay sa hand carry ang jewelry. With that thinking, parang accepted na ang nakawan? Shouldn't that be default? You don't take what's not yours? Okay, that's dumb. That last part is dumb. Okay, like I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I think sakit natin to eh. Diba? I mean, I'm not immune from it either, but lately I've been more aware whenever I tend to go the victim blaming route, because it kind of reveals the kind of mentality that I have, or one would have, when I want to speak about myself. I don't want to speak about anybody else. That's one thing I've been practicing on. Yeah, it would kind of reveal what kind of thinking I have if yung taong minali, siya pa yung sinisi ko na minali siya ng ibang tao. Right? It's pretty crazy because they have no control of other people, and yet ako ibiblame ko sila. Ako ibiblame ko yung victim for that happening to them. Right? Sa kahit anong case pa yan. Ito nga, very specific na eh. Jewelry box, diba? But of course, the most popular victim blaming, we all know. It's the word that rhymes with grape. Right? So, yeah, just not to bring the conversation there, but I'm more aware whenever yung paghimay ko sa mga bagay-bagay na pupunta sa victim blaming, even when it's painfully 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 avoidable. No, not painfully obvious that it could have been avoided kung ito na lang yung ginawa ni victim. It's still not the right way to think kasi nga wala naman control yung victim na yun sa mga tao sa paligid niya. Right? No matter how you put it, never victim blame. Because no one asks to get wrong done unto them, right? It's on other people whenever you do wrong things to other people. So yeah, I know we went that route and stuff, but yeah. I get it. Like okay, let's go that route for a bit. Okay. Yes, if I were a lady and I wore very skimpy clothing in an alleyway in a really sketchy part of town, I could definitely avoid getting myself into trouble if I chose to either one, wear different clothes, or two, if I just avoided the alleyway. But come on, think for a bit. Think for a bit here. Think for a bit. That's the most common example of how easy it is to think that victim blaming is the right thing to do. But no matter what happens, you could never I will never be able to justify why something wrong, why the person who got wronged is at fault for being wronged. It's like I'll think of an example here. It's like driving a car, right? And ako pa yung may kasalanan na black yung kotse ko at hindi siya nakikita sa gabi kaya tinamaan ako ng truck. Of course, I could have avoided it if I bought a white painted car. Or would I have? Diba? And I think the good counter argument to a lady wearing skimpy clothing walking in a sketchy alleyway is, Chad, in many countries in the world, many times of the day, doesn't matter what time of the day it is, doesn't even matter what a lady is wearing or what part of town they walk in. Grape happens regardless. So yeah, diba? And here's another, like, just to go back on the topic a little bit, diba? Just to go straight to the topic a little bit. People still get their hand carries stolen all the time. So I know where you're trying to get at, because I fall in that trap too a lot, MJ. But yeah, I know, paikot-ikot na because I'm trying my best to fight myself as well na hindi ako pumayag na oo nga, avoidable naman kung ganito. Yeah. Yeah, you're wanted, SWG. Yeah, that's why defensive driving is done so that you avoid or you minimize the chances for trouble. No, SWG, it's another thing. Trust me, MJ, I 100% get you. I do, like, I 100% do. I just, it's my personal objective truth to not victim blame. And that's why even if I fully understand, nahihirapan ako bumigay eh. Kasi ayoko talaga parang that lady was asking for it, na ninakawan siya kasi hindi niya nilagay sa hand carry niya para malapit lang sa kanya. Hindi naman, wala namang may gustong manakawan eh. Talagang naging mas susceptible lang siya sa nakaw. Objectively, sure. Mas naging susceptible siya sa nakaw, pero maybe that's where it ends. I think there you go. There you go. I think that's where it ends. Naging mas susceptible lang siya na manakawan dahil hindi niya nilagay sa hand carry niya, pero hindi niya pa rin kasalanan. How about that? We marry both sides of the argument. 'Di ba? We marry the whole dapat na lang nilagay niya sa hand carry niya, and we marry the let's not victim blame part. 'Di ba? So, yeah, yes, less susceptible. Statistically, too, you're probably less gonna be stolen from if bit-bit mo yung valuables mo. But it ends there. It's still not her fault. And could she have done something about it? Marginally, right? Marginally. Kasi hindi naman siya nagiging immune sa nakaw eh. Statistically, bumababa lang. Here, there you go. I get it. Yeah, I know, Jay. I get you too. Trust me, I wanna completely go over to your side because I 100% get it. I get it. I really get Jay. I really get MJ. It's just I think when all the arguments are thrown onto the table already and we look at, we definitely piece everything together and study every single thing, we're always gonna end up at the question, does that mean okay lang na ninakawan siya kasi kasalanan niya? Or parang kasi pwede naman sana maiwasan? Hindi pa rin eh. Diba? It's never justifiable to do wrong to others, so why justify it when the wrong happens to that person? Does that make sense? Oh, there you go. There you go. I like the first sentence that MJ said. Ito yung pinag-usapan natin. Boom. Ito yung pinag-usapan natin. Kasi ito, basically, rundown nito. May jewelry box na ninakaw sa airport. And basically, sa comment section daw, sinasabi na katangahan daw nung ninakawan dahil nilagay sa hand carry. Dahil hindi nilagay sa hand carry. With that thinking, accepted na ba ang nakawan incidents? Shouldn't it be a default that you do not take what's not yours? So basically, andun tayo, SWG. Yeah, so hirap, diba? Of course, it's our responsibility to not put ourselves in danger. It's like how else do I want to put it? How else do I want to put it? Yeah, I don't know how else I can put it because I feel like we all understand each other. Ano lang talaga. It's a good discussion, a good dilemma to ponder over and talk about. I like how SWG puts it. People get robbed because of robbers. That's it. Grape happens because of grapers. That's it. Exactly, right? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, don't worry, Jay. I get you. Like it assumes that everybody acts whenever we whenever we choose not to put ourselves in a situation that's easily avoidable, it assumes that everyone acts in good spirit, diba? Everyone acts morally. But I think that's also where the argument ends. Sure, you could have easily protected yourself because, again, not everybody acts properly, not everybody acts morally. But yeah, that's where it ends. It's still not right to do it. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what aspect of this entire thing we're talking about. Because I'm like, again, I agree with you that there are bad actors. At the same time, There are tough situations that you could easily choose to not put yourself in, and all of that. Again, at the end of the day, it's a very a very interesting conversation with one thing in the end, right? It's do we or do we not victim blame? And yeah, that's why I told you when I began this entire thing. I told you, chat. Even I find myself falling into this trap a lot. That's why I'm more keen on it, and I really try my best not to fall there. Yeah, I get you, Jay. I get you. Don't worry. I'm like, I vibe with you. I vibe with you. I'm just maybe I suck at trying to explain myself, or I'm not I'm not exactly I'm not exactly very articulate in telling you what I'm really thinking. Like, I can't seem to put it into words. Pero yeah. Don't worry. I get you. I get you. Knife point before during college, not because tanga ako, but because it was yeah, it's not your fault, right? But um I'm sure people would say, "Ba't ka pa naglakad? Alam mo namang gabi na. Ba't ka maglalakad sa U-Belt? Eh, alam mong delikado dun." Teka lang. Bakit parang parang kasalanan ko na hinold up ako? What's up, Tito Nick? All right, here we go. Chat. I like that discussion, by the way. Thank you for being vocal with your thoughts, MJ, and Jay. Thank you for being very, very honest also with your thoughts and not holding back. Not holding back, okay? Yeah, so tama, I mean, just to wrap it all up, yeah, statistically, you can avoid these things, but it ends there. End of the day, it's still not the person's fault. I think yun na yung pinakamagandang way of putting it. Oh yeah, what's before we go look at that item that we are calling SWG for, how about we look at the top comments here? What mishandling? That's already theft. I'm still baffled as to why these kind of airport staff are still doing this kind of shit. Is it because they go unpunished? Is it because of the management? Is it because they think they could get away with it? 2025 na, CCTVs are everywhere. Tingin ba nila hindi sila maaktuhan ng gumagawa ng kalokohan? It's beyond me that someone will sacrifice their job for a small payday. Ang daming gusto maghanap buhay sa Pinas, tapos itong mga hayop na to basta lang gumagawa ng kabalastugan. Kaya hindi na tayo nakaalis sa list ng worst airports. Ang kakati ng mga kamay, di ba yan siniscreen? Pero sabi nung victim, nakalagay sa hand Gary yung jewelry box. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Apparently, naka-hand Gary naman pala. But yeah, that's I mean, like, of course, the conversations that we've had or that we had still make sense, chat. Naiba lang yung detail na to. There was a good analogy one time that I read. Let me see if I remember it properly. If I lost my wallet, yeah, there's Na yeah, I can't find the analogy anymore. Anyway, let's do this, right? Wala na tayong iba pang gagawin, 'di ba? Like we're doing read through and this one. Okay. Chat, it has arrived. It has arrived. Yung item na inaabang-abangan ni SWG. Over the weekend, through the storms, through the turbulent weather, dumating na ang item that you voted for and we bought. Technically, the last piece to the puzzle, the item that concludes and completes the stream room's final look. Technically, not really. I just wanted it to be dramatic. But here we have this box that cannot be opened. Teka lang. Boom. It is over here now. We're gonna open it. Salamat talaga, MJ. Tuwing ginagamit ko to, naalala kita. We're gonna open it using this cutter. Hopefully, it does not disappoint. Alright. Wala pa rin yung go-go. Sana naman. Ooh! It kind of looks legit. What? Okay. It's a box with this thingy here. What's up, paring Ray? And when you open it, it says, prove that Tony Stark has heart. Hopefully that's not just a typo. Prove that Tony Stark has heart. Alright. Let's open it up. Wala akong sinabing ganyan, MJ! Meron ganyan ba akong sinabi? Oh, it smells a little bit like the... I was expecting there to be like a glass showcase. Well, cement block actually, Yel. Well, first look, and it's I'm not sure if it's gonna be promising. Right? The only way would be to reveal what the front looks like, but already it looks like it was just thrown in there. No casing, no stand, it's just there. But alright. I mean, only one way to find out if it's a G. We gotta look at what this thing actually looks like. And when you pull it out, ito ang itsura niya. Oh, hey! Bumawi! Hey! Hey! Bumawi! Not bad! Hold up! It's not bad, right? Just needs a glass case, but look, chat. I don't think it's bad. It comes with this. So let's see. Okay. I'm gonna plug it in now. Hopefully di ako makuryente. Di naman siguro, no? Yeah, mukhang yun na nga ang route natin. Mukhang bibili tayo ng acrylic box. Alright. And here is the ultimate moment of truth. I'm going to be attaching this into the USB port over here. Hopefully that's enough. Ilang volts ba dapat to? 5 volts, so this should work. Alright, chat, count me down. Calm me down, calm me down. Here we go. Yeah, walang stand. This is literally what it looks like. Okay, 3. All right. 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. All right, here we go. Hey, it's not bad at all. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby, chat. Not too shabby. There. Nabababaan yung ilaw. Oh! There. Iba-ibang modes. Different modes. I know what this mode is. May butas ba sa likod na lusutan ng stand? Wait, where's the steady? I just want it to be steady. Ang dami namang modes nito. How many modes does this have, man? Give me the steady mode. Give me the steady mode. How many modes does this thing have? Speed. Is it sucking and vibrating? Nah, I wish. But there you go. Maganda siya sa escaparate. What's escaparate? Kulang na lang sa stand at glass case. Yeah. What do you mean? What modes are you talking about here, MJ? Magkano na bili? It's not bad. It really isn't. Look at it, chat. Ito, mas mahina yung ilaw. You know, pwede na, di ba? Magkano to lumalabas? Let's see how much this costs. We bought the cheapest one, 1.4. Yeah. Ito. 2.7 kapag gusto mong may glass case. 1.4 yung glass case? That's nuts. Alright, well, there you go, chat. It's nice. I do feel, though, that it would be a little too cheesy if we put it in a glass case. Because we're not exactly a toy collector. So I kind of think it's gonna look nice if, alam niyo yung tipong nakakalat lang siya, tapos naka-expose tong part na to. Di ba? Naka-expose tong part na to para talagang yung bukang galing kay Iron Man, and then nakaganon lang siya. And then if you know, you know. But to put it to formalize it and put it in a glass case, I feel like let's save that for the more serious collectors. As far as we go, I feel like it would look nice kung nakaano lang siya, parang random Easter egg na nakakalat lang sa stream room. Yeah. Necklace, kaya ba? Parang hindi. Pero belt, pwede. Feeling ko pwede siyang buckle. Sa leeg? Hindi. Mabigat masyado sa leeg. Sa belt, kaya. Check out my arc reactor. Hey. Hey, girl, you wanna see something cool? It's under my shirt. Just lift it. Lift it and be surprised. What did I jump into? I'm sorry, Elijah. It's shiny and it's powered by 5 volts. Eto siya. Where do you guys want to put it? Better question. Do you want to let go of the on-air from being lit? Gusto nyo yung Pokeball, yung on-air, wag na natin sindihan. Because I don't think you guys could see it, but this is yung katabi ni, yung tabi ni Bakat. Tabi ni Bakat, yung ating plugs. Andyan nakalagay lahat ng saksakan natin. And it only really goes until there only. So all the cables are hidden really, really well. Like look at the entire setup, chat. Do you see a single cable? If Tristan were here, Tristan would be proud. Not a single cable can be found. So I feel like if we put another glowing item in the background, it's gonna be too much glowing stuff. As it is, may Benifam na. Yung on-air, ito. Ang dami nang nagla-light up, di ba? So, what do you guys think? If you were to let go of one thing that's lit right now, which one would it be? Which one would it be? I-off yung light ng air, ng on-air. Yeah, because if you turn off the light, it's still gonna be pretty seen. It's still gonna look like this. See? Diba? And then ito, itatabi natin si arc reactor, ah. What do you think? Yeah! What do you think? Anggalan natin. Sa taas ni on-air. Gitna taas ni on-air. Yan. You use yours as a nightlight? Is it actually blinking? No. I think that's the flickering that's happening with the camera. Yeah, in real life, it's steady. Sa paahan ni Bakat, hindi, katabi niya na si Benifam Light nun eh. Ito, magiging katabi niya na to. What if sa tabi ni Pokeball? Tabi ni Pokeball, what do you guys think? Yeah, what do you guys think? Saktong ano lang siya, no? Saktong Easter egg lang. Di na natin ma-on si on air, ah. Good. Alright. Alright, looks like that's it. Third alarm na sa Marikina. Umuulan pa rin ba? One thing about living in a condo, chat, hindi ko ganun karamdam yung lakas ng ulan. Yeah, I think that's not a bad spot because people tend to look there because of chat. And then itong si on air, ano na lang talaga siya. Parang, Easter egg, pwedeng ilawan, pwedeng hindi. Actually, no, hindi na. Kasi tinake over na ni Iron Man Heart yung slot ni on air. Let's see if I have an adapter here. Oh, I think I do. I think I have an adapter. Shit, umuulan pa rin? That's crazy. Stay safe, chat. I know we joke all the time na stay wet if you want to, but stay dry for real. Yeah, we have an adapter. Let's see if this is gonna work. That way we get all three things lit. Ayan. Meralco's gonna be very happy now. Yeah, I like where the Iron Man heart is. How about without? What if walang ilaw yung Iron Man heart? Magbumukha pa rin ba siyang Iron Man heart? Not so. Not so. Actually, it kind of still does look like an Iron Man heart, huh? Just not lit. The on-air sign is still on. But this is what happens when all of them are on. There are just so many things right now, honestly, na nakailaw. Looks cool though, not gonna lie. Bumalik na raw yung ulan. Jeez, chat. Ang tagal na nito. Alala ko, may pinost yata sa story si Yel na parang, ayan na nga po, bumalik na siya. And legit. I thought over the weekend lang do. We can leave it on, but something has to go. Something has to go. Sino bang mga taga Marikina sa atin? Sina Rigolets, si Caleb, mga taga Marikina, si Paring Ray, malapit sa Marikina. Paring Ray, kamusta kayo dyan? What? Third alarm, mandatory evacuation na? Yo, what is happening? Manila rain. Flood alert. Sa EDSA medyo malakas na yung ulan eh. Is this still Monday afternoon to Tuesday afternoon? Wow. And hindi to walang name yung bagyo na to. Habagat lang siya. That's it. Habagat lang siya, hindi siya bagyong something. That's nuts. If it's just a low pressure area kind of rain, why isn't it classified as a storm? I know Yel would know a thing or two here. Alala ko Yel, meron na meteorologist kang friend, di ba? Typhoon Dante is also coming. When was the last time they suspended SWG? Alam mo naman, Yel, maraming nakabaon na sekreto dito. Parang ang tagal na nun, no, Yel? What's that, 2022? Yel would know. Kanina 7 p.m. nagsara na terraces, SM strong pa rin. Oh. Oh yeah, kasi Fairview bahain. In a good way, MJ. In a good way. College days daw yun. So that's crazy. What is habagat? Wait lang I wanna learn something. I wanna learn something. Is it worth learning? We don't know. But if you don't ask, you won't know. What is habagat rain in the Philippines? Think like a world-class meteorologist with expertise in weather patterns and tropical and monsoons. What is habagat rain in the Philippines? How is it different from low pressure area rains? Why isn't it? Are all habagat rains why are habagat rains not typhoons or classified as storms or typhoons? Let's go! Habagat is a Filipino term for the southwest monsoon, which occurs roughly from June to October in the Philippines. It brings in warm, moist air from the southwest, usually from the Indian or South China Sea, resulting in frequent, prolonged, and widespread rainfall, especially over the western sections of the country. These rains are not caused by a localized storm system, but rather by a large-scale seasonal wind pattern that continuously pulls moisture-laden air into the country. How is it different from LPA rains? Localized weather disturbance that forms over warm ocean waters and can potentially develop into a tropical depression, storm, or typhoon. There you go. Why are habagat rains not classified as storms or typhoons? Because a storm or typhoon has to meet specific cyclonic criteria. Kailangan may low pressure center, may organized convection, and it exhibits rotational winds above a certain speed. Habagat is not a cyclone. It's a wind system with no eye, no spiral bands, and no central low pressure core. It does not rotate or move like a storm. Instead, it creates sustained rainy conditions due to the prevailing wind direction pushing ocean moisture over land. There you go, chat. Yeah, so LPAs become the storm or typhoon, and basically ang habagat is just stubborn rain. That's it, right? Yo, what's up, Ivan? Yup, stubborn rain, which is moisture above seas, right? From the Indian Ocean and from the South China Sea. What do you mean South China Sea? What do you mean South China Sea? Don't you mean West Philippine Sea? Yan, magalit tayo kay ChatGPT. You're absolutely right. And thank you for catching that. From the Philippine perspective, the correct term is indeed the West Philippine Sea. This is both a legal and political distinction, officially recognized by the Philippine government and used in all national weather, maritime, and territorial communications. Yeah. Unfortunately, in global meteorological literature or international settings, South China Sea is often still used as a geographic label for the entire body of water. Yeah. Nah. Yo, what's up, Nico? Nico, what happened to your badge? After niya bagat, amihan ang relyebo niya. Habagat monsoon and amihan monsoon? Okay. I was just playing around. I was just playing around. Anyway, how is habagat different from amihan? Yeah, I tried to threaten ChatGPT. Northeast naman. November to February. From the Northeast, Siberia and China Pacific. Oh. Heavy rainfall. Damn. Habagat is like a fire hose of tropical moisture. It fuels long, soggy weeks of rain. Alala nyo, chat. I mean, it's been happening every year. And if you live in Metro Manila or in the Philippines, especially in the western part of the Philippines, there are just weeks that go by na gloomy. Na bihira mo lang makikita yung sun. This is it, right? This is it. It's happened many years in a row already na talagang weeks at a time. It's just cloudy. It doesn't always rain, but it's just gloomy and sad all the time. Ito yata yun, no? Habagat. They don't usually operate at the same time. When amihan starts to dominate around November, habagat weekends and retreats. Oh, there you go. So, yeah, we have 2 seasons, right? Sunny or wet? Sunny and rain. Dry and wet. West Philippine Sea represent. By the way, chat, currently at 135 members. That's accurate. When I checked my YouTube analytics before logging in, nakalagay talaga 135 members na tayo ngayon. We're still working our way up to 225. Hopefully, we do so by the end of the month kasi yun yung goal natin. So, if you haven't become a member yet, kung wala pang badge sa tabi ng pangalan ninyo, like you see how Giel has one, SWG, LJ meron. If you don't have a badge yet beside your name, consider becoming a member. It can it's not all that expensive. It's 129 for starters. If you want a little bit more perks, 199. If you're down for it, go for 499. So yeah, let's build our way. Membership support the stream, and it allows us to keep doing what we're doing. If you have a membership already, please consider gifting memberships to those who don't have it para naman makatikim sila ng membership and ng generosity ninyo. Yeah, chat, please continue supporting the stream, and let's look at a couple more threads here. Some things will never change. Pinoys might hate Manny the Trapo, but they always love Manny the Boxer. Yeah. Rehearsed na, Vince? Wait, Vince. If you love it, then why aren't you a member yet, Mr. Cueto? You love it, but you're not yet a member. So that means you don't love it. If you don't love it, that means you're lying. If you're lying, minus ligtas points yun. And I'm telling you, you're gonna need the ligtas points. We also love Manny the singer and the basketball player. There's this very interesting, I don't even remember where I heard it, or if I read it in a TikTok comment, or I saw it somewhere. But Manny Pacquiao never saw the opportunity for a good life after sports. Yon. Here's up, Patrick. Uy, Patrick! You just made it. Just in time. Just in time, Patrick. Okay, so I don't know where I read it. Maybe you guys have read it. Maybe narinig nyo rin to. But it's not an original idea. And whoever said it, CTTO. Credits to the owner. Okay. Patrick, you just made it in time because bubudulin kita maging member. Just in time, Patrick, to become a member, a supporting member of our YouTube channel. It's not a lot, chat. I'm telling you. 135 members. It's enough. It's enough. But not enough to support the channel. CTTO. So Patrick, if you wanna support the channel, please consider becoming a member. I sometimes forget na nasa ilong ko pa rin to. Anyway, ito na yung thought ko about Manny Pacquiao na hindi ko original idea. Pero maraming nagsasabi, based on this thought, that Manny Pacquiao was never able to create a life for himself after athletics. That he's been a boxer since his teenage years. I think 14, yung first ever professional fight niya. I could be wrong. Could be 17. There are clips of him way back then fighting as a young teenager. And so basically his entire life, all his successes, all the achievements of his life, boxing lahat. Of course, may nangyari naman after that, but to get there, he's always had a hard time to retire from sports or from boxing because he tried everything that he could but could not find a satisfying life. He did a lot of philanthropy. He did politics. He came out with record albums. Like literally, he sang. He became a Philippine Basketball Association professional player. But none of those things ever gave him the same satisfaction that his boxing accolades gave him. So, hindi siya nakakahanap ng satisfaction sa buhay niya outside of it. And that's why pabalik-balik siya. Pabalik-balik siya into boxing. And it's so tough to remove him from that because we're all saying, uy, Manny, old ka na, tanda ka na, retire ka na dyan sa boxing, baka masaktan ka pa, nakakatakot. You're fighting young athletes, you're fighting up-and-coming, not premium, you're fighting up-and-coming, dang, I always lose, elite boxers. You're fighting against up-and-coming elite boxers. For all you know, one of them gets a boxer's punch or a lucky punch, and then you get knocked out, and then, you forever etched yourself as that boxer who got knocked out because they could never stop boxing. Diba? So, yeah, it's so tough. It's so tough to pull that guy away from the sport because again, he tried, right? To his credit, he really tried. To his credit, he dabbled into everything that he possibly could, and nothing is giving him the same satisfaction as the entire journey of preparing for a boxing fight, training camp, juggling all of that with his regular life, with his family life. Diba? Training camp, the 2-3 month prep, all the all the PR, all the work that goes into it. Probably even up until the night before the fight, kung may mga rituals siya, day of the fight, the adrenaline rush, the happiness, the fulfillment that he gets from the announcers to the judges making a decision, di ba? It's just something na siguro never siyang nakahanap ng katapat in his life outside of it. That's why that guy keeps returning to boxing. Nakapagtayo na ba siya ng boxing academy or school? Di ko rin alam actually. Pero siya rin yung may-ari ng MPBL. Meron naman pala Manny Pacquiao Boxing Gym. Pero ano I hear this all the time in the Joe Rogan podcast. Whenever Joe Rogan talks about fighters, as in professional elite fighters, these fighters fight until they can't fight no more. These professional athletes, even though they know they are well past their prime, they keep fighting because they know no other life, no better life than to fight. It's not to say that they don't know any better. It's just it's built in them na talagang fighters lang sila. It's what they're good at. It's in their DNA na talagang ano lang sila. They're just warriors. You know what I mean? So it's hard to remove them from the sport. Yup, he tried. To his credit, Manny Pacquiao did really try. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. At one point, I never understood it. Right? I never understood what this guy is trying to do. We hate Manny the senator. We love Manny the boxer. But at the same time, now I get it. He tried to be a senator, but I think it's not giving him the same kind of internal gratification, right? That boxing gives him. I mean, heck, this guy even tried to do chess. Diba? Sobrang hilig ni Manny sa chess. But, I'm not sure if this is accurate or I'm just making this up as well. But ang alam ko, he continuously plays chess or gets better at chess to avoid Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's, which is the one that you get when you box. Ano yung nakukuha nyo kapag mahilig kayo you get hit on the head a lot from boxing? Parkinson's ba? Parkinson's, diba? What disease you get from repeated blows to head boxing? Not CTE. Dementia? Parkinson's? Maybe just CTE. Distinct from Parkinson's disease. Well, anyway, yeah, it's to prevent any brain disease or damage. It's just to make his brain sharp. Yeah. Why boxers have difficulty with speech over time. There you go. Tama yung sinabi ni MJ. Cumulative effects of repetitive head trauma, which can lead to neurological damage, specifically dysarthria, a disorder affecting the muscles used for speech. Yep. Again, this is AI, not fact, so please take this with a grain of salt. Yeah, diba? the hype that they get. It's just, I guess it's different. Talagang born lang sila to fight. It's not you know, I wish you could get a peek into Manny's brain. Like I wish he has I wish that he comes up with a good biography. You know what I mean? Whether autobiography or biography, I hope he comes out with a really good one. Because if it's really good, imagine, tayong mga Pilipino pa lang, ilang milyon na tayo bibili ng libro niya. I really hope na that happens because I wanna get inside his head too, right? Find out what drives him. Apart from being the 8-time World Division Champion at one point, right? Wala pang nakakagawa nun, di ba? QC Bahana? Jeez. By the way, I still feel the lift here above my nose. Alright, let's look at more read-throughs here. I don't like this chat. Any thoughts on this? I'll be honest. I didn't really do a lot of reading here. The proposed Parents Welfare Act na basically aims to ensure parents get support from their children in their time of need does not include parents who have abused, hurt, or neglected their children. That's a problem in itself. How do you even classify that then? How can you even tell what qualifies you being exempt from this? Oh shit, Vince, if tumigil yung stream, alam nyo na. If biglang mawala yung stream chat, you already know what happened. Nagba-brownout ba sa condo? I actually don't know. Pwede mag-brownout sa condo, di ba? Pwede mawalan ng kuryente ang condo. Yeah, weird bill. Sino magiging kawawa ang mga anak na pinaghirapan ng pera nila na mapupunta sa mga walang hiyang mga magulang nila na ginawang retirement fund ng mga anak nila? Yup. Oh, sabi ni Vince, possible. Sana may generator kami. Panagawa ng bagong batas pero yung mga naunang batas ba napapanindigan nila? Yeah, olats nga to, no? Then again, I think it's lip service. I feel like Ping is appealing to the senior. Kasi dumadami na yung seniors natin eh. Senior high school students spelling results. This can't be true. Responsibility. Okay, yung double L yung mali. Credit is due. DUE, right? Ane, mali yung anniversary, unverified information. Unverified information. So, of course, kita naman yung mali. Constructed, okay, mali. Export knowledge. Expert knowledge, I feel, okay? People's Firibasi. People's... I don't know what number 6 is. People's... What do you think number 6 is? People's Firibs... People's... I don't know. Number 7. Rice Feck... It's getting worse. Rice Feck Pulse. Number 8. Media Consumer. Okay, media consumer. Number 8. Media producer. Okay, number 9. Number 10. Default. Privacy. People's privacy. What's this? Rice feckpuls? Respectful. Yeah, I agree, Manny. Like we spent. I mean, what's the use of these fingers, chat? We've been keyboard warrioring the past 10 years to fight against this utang na loob to the older generation mentality. Di ba? Ang tagal nating nagki-keyboard warrior. Parati natin pinag-uusapan to na debt of gratitude should not be obligated onto the children. Di naman natin pinili mabuhay dito eh. Di ba? So why is it our responsibility to be our parents' retirement fund? So, by the way, I'm speaking from a place of privilege. I just want to make that clear. I'm speaking for the posts that I see on Facebook, on Reddit, that talk largely about how many kids are expected to take care of their parents. Okay, so yeah, I agree, 100%, Manny. 100% agree. Yeah, path dati ako one word lang din ang spelling namin sa school. You know what the hardest word I ever had to spell is? I didn't get it right. I remember specifically, grade school ako neto, may spelling contest, and each section goes against each other. One person at a time writing on the chalkboard, kung ano yung word, of course. I get all mine right. But then, if I'm not mistaken, may tiebreaker ng dalawang section. So, pinadala nila sa harapan nung buong batch yung dalawang best spellers nila. And everybody was invited to write in their notebooks and spell the word correctly. I didn't get it. Spoiler alert. I got the word wrong, but it didn't matter because my class didn't participate in the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker, the word is device. Used in a sentence, the firemen devised a plan to save the victims. Devised. Trick question ba to? Device? Device? Sobrang sakit ng ulo ko noon na hindi ko malaman kung paano i-spell ang device. I know how to spell devised. I know how to spell device, right? D-E-V-I-C-E. Diba? But the correct, of course, is the S version. The thing is, though, I never knew that the S version existed. So it was a lack of vocabulary more than it was me not knowing how to spell a word I knew. Device with an S. Galing, no? Yung tiebreaker. Until this day, naalala ko yun. I know, Patrick. Sobrang sakit na hanggang ngayon. Tell me about it. Even online. Oh, by the way, speaking of online taxes, chat. Did you know na wala na kayong online tax? If you drop memberships, if you're in the Philippines, and you go become a member here on YouTube, if you drop a super chat, which by the way, sana TTS na lang para wala talagang tax, except wala na kayong online tax na binabayaran. So let's say the membership, it's $129. It's no longer $129 plus tax. Ang bait-bait ni YouTube, diba? Sinalo niya na yung tax. So it's gonna be $129 net. It's no longer like before. I think in June, lumalabas, imbis na $129 yung membership, $144 with tax. So yeah, please consider it. Please consider becoming a member. I'm not sure if I get the entire 70% of the $129 kasi ang hatian namin ni YouTube 70-30 eh. I'm not sure if I get 70% of the $129 or 70% of the amount before taxes. Either way, laking tulong pa rin kung naging member kayo. Yeah. Come on, chat. Hey, Bales, welcome to the stream. 135 members, 225 by the end of the month. July 21. Let's do it, chat. Unlock the cooking stream. Yeah, so tama nga. Ngayon lang ako nakakita ng spelling contest na or spelling quiz na more than one word. Credit is due. Are we cooked? So nakalagay dito, trending ngayon yung spelling results na pinost ng isang teacher. I believe and instantly ang pumasok sa isip ko ay malamang mga galing sa public. This may be a hot take pero I actually have a personal experience with this. When I turned grade 5, may nagbukas ng new private school malapit sa bahay namin. As in, kakabukas lang talaga and I was one of the very first students na nag-enroll sa school na yun. At dahil bago siya, halos walang estudyante. Grade 5 ako, there were 9 of us in class. This is consistent sa ibang levels and even the following year. Pagka-graduate ko ng elementary, nagbukas sila ng high school department at dahil konti lang students nila, ang ginawa ng may-ari ng school ay tumanggap ng enrollees na mga bagsak sa public o retainees from other private schools. So nung high school na ako, we were 11 students. I was the only one na galing private. The rest were galing public and retainees from other private schools. I kid you not, almost half of our class was illiterate, and 2 of my classmates could not read at all. Both of them galing public. Mapapatanong ka na lang, paano umabot ng high school ang mga to na hindi natutong magbasa? Pabasahin ng Tagalog, medyo okay lang. Barely able to read and sobrang bagal. Pag English, talagang hirap na hirap. And don't even bother asking them if naintindihan nila binasa nila. Wala talaga. Ito agad na alala ko nung nakita ko yung viral post na to. Education is very neglected and not everyone can afford private education. It's so sad that this is our reality. Well, before we turn on OP here, I think OP is just trying to say na whether public or private, wala nang guarantee na magagaling ang magiging estudyante dun. Because private schools can also be diluted, right? By students coming from lesser privileged education backgrounds. So, okay, yeah, before we turn on OP na, oo nga naman, medyo harsh yung pagkakasabi niya, I don't think OP here really means to diminish the dignities. Thank you, Path. Alright, so I don't think OP means to diminish the dignity of public school students. I think OP here is just trying to, be as objective as possible. And objectively speaking, diba? Objectively speaking, public school students generally come from a different socioeconomic background when comparing to private school students. And socioeconomic backgrounds offer different socioeconomic backgrounds offer different privileges also. So let's try to keep it there, right? Let's not be. I think of course, again, I'm recognizing the fact na may pagka-harsh, but I don't think OP means to be mean. Okay? Let's go, Path! W's Path! Yan o. At saka besides, sabi ni MJ, mga bagsak galing public. So yun naman. Mga bagsak. Not necessarily porket galing public. Well, yeah, this one's scary, right? This is crazy, man. We do have an educational crisis. It's global, by the way. Even in developed nations, I don't think it's only in the Philippines. Let's not get it twisted. It's not only in the Philippines na meron tayong educational crisis. It's happening in many other parts of the world, even in developed nations. Um, I don't know how to solve it. I'm not smart enough to solve it. I don't even have, a solution. But as with many of these big problems, systemic, di ba? Systemic yung problema. Sabi ni Marky, currently on public, pero nakapag-try na rin siya ng private. I'd say na nasa tao lang talaga right now kasi competitive ang mga students. There you go. If I were to have a take on this that I would not be hated for, I truly believe na technology is just moving too fast for our educational systems to keep up. Kids aren't as interested anymore in the teaching methods that our schools offer. And this is not just private or public. This is not just public. It goes for private schools too. Kids are faster, I think, at digesting information than they are learning it. Does that make sense? Them learning it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is technology is faster than traditional methods of education. Kaya ang hirap mag-catch up. Ang hirap like the kids today, yung interests nila vary so widely because so much information is made available to them. They're smart because they know so much about the world. Like ask any 6-year-old about random trivia today, and chances are they would know more random trivia than any 6-year-old in the 90s or the 2000s. Because they just have more access to information, except that we don't know how to distill that information and educate them with it. Like, use their strengths, right? Now more than ever, kailangan malaman natin as early as possible ano yung natural interests ng mga bata. Maybe it's that. Okay, I have a wild theory I just came up with right now. Because kids right now are exposed to so much information at such an early age, kids immediately know what they're naturally interested in. The problem is, traditional schooling teaches you certain pieces of information in different areas that kids already know they're not interested in. So whereas before na over time lang natin malalaman kung saan ba tayo interested in as we get exposed to more information, these days 5 years old ka pa lang, alam mo na kung trip mo yung geography or kung trip mo matuto ng gaming or ng science behind gaming or history behind gaming or whatever. Right? And that's why kids no longer get stimulated because they know what they want at such an early age and the schools aren't giving it to them. Take that to the bank. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, chat. Yeah. I agree din naman that cell phones are ruining kids. Like mobile phones, apps, YouTube, games are ruining kids. And that has to be regulated. I don't think I have buts for that. I don't have ifs and buts for that. It has to be regulated. It has to be recognized for its strengths, what technology can do for kids, and how it can accelerate learning. But I also think it should be very regulated. Brain rot is real. It really is. Imagine the attention spans. Ideally, right? That's a good perspective too, Path. And is that their problem? No, that's our problem. Di ba mismo? Yun eh, Path. It's not the kids' problem. They were born into this world. It's our problem to find a way to teach them or encourage them or stimulate them. Have you ever, growing up, nung pinayagan na kayong mag-calculator sa school, or at least at any point in your childhood, did you ever wonder why it was necessary to learn math kung pwede lang naman natin i-calculator? I've had that thought a million times. Right? Why do I have to learn PEMDAS? Why do I have to learn quadratic equations? Why do I have to learn solving for two dependent variables? Solve for X, solve for Y, when I could just input it in the calculator. That's the answer, Mock. That's actually the correct answer. It teaches the discipline din kasi. But now, imagine that kind of childish dilemma, but for everything you could possibly think of. I can chat GPT any question. I could Google any question. And if I do proper digging, I'll find the correct answer. Why the heck do I have to learn it? I could just Google my way into looking for things I'm interested in. Why do I have to learn this subject that I don't even care for? So it's that, right? It's the calculator question as a kid to an exponential degree in 2025. Yeah, teaches us grit for sure. For sure. I mean, but these things kids don't really learn until they're much older. Diba? They don't realize that the fundamentals or rudimentary tasks build on each other, allowing us to get better at learning different things, right? I mean, the classic example is you can't exactly learn how to multiply if you don't know how to add first. Diba? So it builds on each other. Diba? The building blocks to learning are there when you learn how to do these different subjects. But again, kids don't know that because they're kids. But then give them that exact problem too, na bakit ko pa aaralin mag-multiply kung pwede ko lang naman input to sa calculator, except for every piece of information mankind has ever learned. Tama si Path. I agree with what Path said. Wala nang pressure for kids to learn. Right? You can tell kids, oh, no. Anak ko, kailangan mo talaga mag-aaral kasi mahal na yung tuition. At bukod sa mahal yung tuition, kasi rudimentary yan. It will teach you grit. It will teach you this. Mom, I don't care. The fuck you saying, Mom? They'll only learn that eventually, but again, too much information, primitive teaching methods is my take here. Also, the entire idea on regulating phone use for kids, easier said than done. How can I tell my kid to not use their phone or avoid using their phone when before bedtime I spend 2 hours doom scrolling? Or before I close my eyes, I spend 2 hours doom scrolling? Hirap, di ba? It's like It's like smoking a cigarette and telling your kids, hey, smoking is bad for you. Yeah, I get it. It's the gripe of knowing what we know now as full-grown adults versus students and childish thinking. And they can't help it. They're kids, right? They're kids, and they don't know any better. We know better. But again, traditional schooling, masyado ng primitive yung curriculums natin. Curriculae? Masyado ng primitive para sa information age of information na nasa fingertips na ng bawat bata ngayon. By the way, some kids aren't allowed to Google. Did you know that? Of course, you have YouTube Kids, you have Messenger Kids. I think Instagram Kids is about to be rolled out, or Instagram Teens is about to be rolled out. But yeah, I'm not saying that every kid can just Google it, but I'm just trying to be a little bit hyperbolic. Is that the correct word? But I'm just trying to make it more obvious na may dissonance talaga sa teaching methods and sa interests ngayon ng mga bata. I mean, another way to think about this is they allowed us to use calculators, right, in school. I think it was in high school they allowed us to use calculators. Can you imagine the chaos that happened when calculators were invented? And at what point in history did schools allow children to use calculators for math? I think it's only a matter of time before they figure out how to integrate Google, ChatGPT, AI into kids learning. Because at one point, I'm sure nilabanan ang paggamit ng calculator sa school until they realized that it's inevitable. Kids are going to use technology, and so how do we help kids use technology properly? When do we allow them to use the calculator? Yeah, for sure, basic calcs lang. But again, the idea is that at one point, nagka-pushback against calculator use in schools. Pangtindahan. Ako medyo, I got away with mine. I brought yung pinaka-basic lang, pero scientific calculator. And I think this was a knowledge gap between teacher and student. But tinuro sa akin ng ate ko kung papaano hanapin ang X using the scientific calculator. So, the rest is history. Yeah. Anyway, nice discussion there, chat. Hindi na dapat hinahanap yung X, pinapalitan na. Yep, I like what Ben said too, that education is a cooperation between teachers and parents. Just gotta figure it out. Because the educational crisis is very, very real around the world. Oh, I have a secret. Chat. 80085. 80085. That's the best. Responsibility. I'll give them an extra point for that. Grab drivers from NAIA always makes excuse to use Skyway. Anyone else tired of Grab drivers insisting on using the Skyway? I'm a frequent traveler because of work. I'm flying in and out of NAIA at least twice a month. I live in QC, so I usually book a Grab to and from the airport if my husband can pick me up. Pero grabe na talaga, I'm so tired of Grab drivers always insisting on using the Skyway even when I explicitly say no. Usual scenario, I book a Grab, then the driver messages, "Ma'am, okay na ba mag-Skyway?" I reply, "No po, di naman ako nagmamadali and hindi rin naman traffic-based sa app." Next thing you know, booking gets cancelled. What's frustrating is I know it's possible not to use the Skyway. Yeah. Yeah, why? Why? I guess to save time, huh? I wonder why. Grab drivers insist on using the Skyway. Is it because they're compensated based on non-toll roads and they want to make more money by using the toll roads, save them time? Yeah. Oh, pero compensated sila for the long distance, right? So maybe yun na nga yun. They're compensated for the non-toll road. Diba? Pero i-insist nila yung toll road para yung compensation na mabigay sa kanila is yung full amount, nakalibre pa sila ng toll, nakatipid pa sila ng gas, nakatipid pa sila ng oras. Right? Dang, I don't know. I wanna get to the bottom of it. Ganyan din problema ko. Anybody here with an actual answer? I don't get the invalidation. Her issue is that OP explicitly says so. Says no, but the driver still finds a way. O discarte, a no is a no. If for others, they prefer to use Skyway always and good for you, but OP prefers not to use. Ito. I think this is it. Gusto kasi nila mabilisan makapick up at drop off. Less traffic they come across, the faster they get passengers. More passengers they get, mas mabilis maka-boundary. And kapag naka-boundary na, every booking is extra income. It sucks for everyone except the operators and the hail riding service. Yeah, yun na nga yung tanong ko eh. Aren't they, even if they don't take the toll, aren't they compensated for that anyway? Right? Properly so for their gas and time. Pag hindi Skyway, kahit hindi traffic sa app, possible na traffic pa rin. We have to consider na these drivers are the ones na nasa kalsada every day, so they know where the actual heavy traffic is. Oh. Sa green GSM app? I see this all the time. Ito ba yung mga electric cars? Yeah. Mga drivers on my monthly na sweldo, so no pressure to get boundaries. I might actually. I already have the app. I'm not lying, chat. I have the app already. I have the app already. I'm just not sure if I want to show you my other apps. So I will move it here. There you go. I already have the app. Has anybody tried? Hey Damaram, welcome to the stream. Has anybody tried green GSM? Alright, I want to check this out. May pinadala raw si MJ. Toll fees sa mga biyaheng outside NCR. Simula August 2024 o August 24, 2020. Automatic na ang toll fee sa drop-off. Hindi pa kasama ang toll fee. Hindi pa kasama ang toll fee sa total fare kaya kailangan mo itong hingiin sa pasahero. Palaging i-check kung kompleto ang mga fields pagdaan sa toll gate para masiguradong tama ang ma-i-charge sa pasahero. So yeah, basically, there you go. Hindi pa na-add. So sila yung manual na mag-a-add nun. Oh, but then if they pay for it, pagdating sa tollway, abonuhan muna. O yun na nga, they'll pay for it and then tsaka i-charge sa customer, di ba? So, sana naman hindi nila to hindi nila to ginigame, right? By inputting it in the total fees to be paid. Pero ang nagbayad din si customer. Sana naman hindi sila ganun. Oh, there you go. There you go. Mismong sinabi ni MJ at mismong yung sinabi ko ngayon na sana wag naman gatungan. Kinonfirm ni Mok. Yup. Ayan na nga. Sinabi na nga ni Mok. Anything else interesting here? I think we're about done for today, chat. Alex Ayala for Vogue Philippines. Let's go! She's built for stardom, huh? Super marketable, very well-off family too. So alam mo yung tipong, I do this because of my passion. I do art because it's my passion. But for real, she's a great athlete, of course. Yeah, I hope the best for Alex Ayala. Yeah, very marketable. Speaks Filipino. That's the best part about it. I don't know what rank she is in the pros. Very she speaks well too. She is number 155. I mean, just think about this for a bit, chat. Oh, number 56 na siya? Yeah. No, she's very marketable. I mean that too, Mok. I mean, pro tip. If you gotta find every single synonym out there. Doubles to 56. Oh, pag singles number 56. There you go, chat. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being the number 56th best in the entire world? Right? I can't even name one thing I'm top 100 at. But number 56 in the entire world? That's crazy, no? I mean, to be fair, she is good. But to be dominant, to be truly dominant, you have to be like top 20, I guess. But it doesn't matter to me. I'll take it. I'll take number 56. Again, I can't even name one thing I'm top 100 in. Look at that prize money too. Imagine being 20 and having that much prize money. Sabihin na natin, taxable yan, of course. I have returned, sabi ni SWG. Oh, there you go. Biggest upset in tennis history. The biggest upset in tennis history ranking. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't she beat? Yeah, didn't she? Didn't Alex beat like a really really good player last year? Yung the one that the one that got her into like mainstream conversation. Ayala became the first player in the Open era to beat a top 10 player and a top 5 player. Boom, there you go. I would say that's dominant enough. But yeah, of course, when we compare this to Manny Pacquiao, iba pa rin naman. Manny Pacquiao isn't just dominant, chat. Manny Pacquiao is the best. At one point, he was number 1. So, of course, there's going to be a huge difference when we talk about number 56 in the world versus number 1 in the world. At one point, didn't Manny become one of the richest paid athletes in the world too? Diba? Yeah, he's always in the GOAT conversation. So, yeah. Ibang usapan. Manny's not dominant. He's number 1. So, he's not even... like I don't think he's even in the conversation of, oh, is he dominant? No, he's number 1. Or number 2, depending if you're a Mayweather fan. Sila lang naman, di ba? Sila lang naman yung nasa GOAT debate. Unless, of course, I'm missing other people, which chances are I am. I'm not a boxing person at all. May skinip siyang 2 weights. I don't know, but Manny is the only 8 division world champion, right? Manny Pacquiao. Look at that. Tinamad na ako i-spell yung Pacquiao. Do you do this too, chat? Pag tinatamad na kayo mag-spell, you just, blast letters on your keyboard. Tapos bahala na si Google. Gets niya naman yun eh. Eighth division, right? There, the only 8th division. There you go. Octuple champion. An octuple champion is a boxer who has won major titles in 8 weight classes. To date, the only octuple champion is Manny Pacquiao, who has won 12 major titles. Pacquiao achieved the feat when he defeated Antonio Margarito via... This was when he was heaviest too, right? Via a unanimous division to win the WBC super welterweight title on November. I was there. I was watching this on TV. Tangkad si Margarito, di ba? 5'10"? 5'11". There you go. The following are the major world titles won by Pacquiao, arranged chronologically. There you go. 8. Who got 7? List of boxing sextuple. That doesn't sound right. Septuple champions. Meron na ba? Marami na. No. Wala pa. Wala pang septuple men's champion. So, a 7-time. Wala pa. Wala po. Women's lang meron. Alright, how about the sextuple? Meron na. Yung isa is Oscar De La Hoya. By the way, have you seen Oscar De La Hoya's Instagram? This guy is so vain. And he's so proud of it. You gotta see this guy's Instagram, chat. I don't think you guys are familiar with it, but this guy is just so vain. And he loves it. He loves it. He loves being vain. He loves talking about the procedures he does. Wait, hanapin natin yun. Kasi meron yata one time, yung mukha niya, puro laser marks. And he didn't care because all he wanted to say was, hate on me all you want. Once this is all over, I'll have my glass skin. Ganun siya. There you go. I found it.
Don't mind the red face. I actually just got a CO2 laser done, but next time you see me, I'll be looking 25 years young.
And you make fun of him. The thing is, you make fun of Oscar De La Hoya, he'll knock you down. Again.
Guys, don't mind the red face. I actually just got a CO2 laser done, but next time you see me, I'll be looking 25 years young. Anyhow, big news. Golden Boy is officially in the heavyweight division. We just signed Federico Pacheco with a record of 7-0, 5 knockouts, and then 2024 Olympic standout Joshua Edwards making his pro debut. Plus, I'm super excited that we re-signed Tristan Kalkruth. He has a record of 14-1, 10 knockouts, plus Robin Safar, an amazing cruiserweight, 17-0, 15 knockouts. Let's go. Golden Boy is officially in the big boy division.
That's not the. Hey, that's actually good PR, Chad. That's a good. What do you call that in wrestling? Kapag they have to cut promo? That's a good promo. Look at that. No stuttering. No ums. Dire-diretso show. Galing, huh? The GIF. That's actually a good promo. Galing. And then, true enough, if you look at his succeeding videos, look at it. Glass skin, baby. Glass skin. The Botox on the forehead is Botoxing. No hate against plastic surgery or aesthetic enhancements, by the way, chat. I'm all for it. If you feel better, if you love yourself some more, do it. Kilay on fleek. The Discord. Oh my God, you can't show that. Oh no. Wait, no, I gotta delete that. Chat, don't post it. Yeah, I opened it. It's on memes and links, so I thought okay lang siya. No. I have to take that out. Post. I have to take that out and post. I didn't know there would be a nipple in there, chat. Like, I didn't know there would be a boob. Next time, when you post in the memes and links, please assume that there will be kids looking at this, chat. I will understand not showing it if you DM'd it to me. Like, I would understand na, okay, di ko to automatic issue on stream kasi DM. But my assumption is that if you post it in our public channels, it's safe for work. I know, man. You want to see the Angela White video? I'll show it to you, chat. Sneak peek. The Angela White video, and it's not what you think. Don't get too hasty. If you this one, it's gonna be posted on July 23, and you would know that if you are a part of the pre-release videos over here sa Discord channel natin. So, lahat ng mga pre-release videos dito ko binabagsak even before they get posted. How do you get access to it, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked, chat, because if you do the Tier 2 memberships, you get access to all the videos in advance. Anywhere from hours before they get posted to days before they get posted. So, ito ang ano ko sa inyo? Ito ang sneak peek. This will be posted on July 23. Grabe sa advance, no? December. Here you go. Could look like anyone in the world, if you could look like anyone in the world, who would it be? That's a good question, Chad. Who's a celebrity who still has a good set of hair? I would want to be George Clooney. That guy has hair till now, right? Look at that, man. This guy is 63 and he looks like that. Oscar Isaac also has hair till now, right? This guy's hair, dude. Ashton Kutcher. Pedro Pascal's also another good-looking dude. Derek Ramsey has hair right now, right? Derek Bobot. How about you? How about you guys? Angela White. Oh God, no! I fell for that. Oh man. I was in the typing mood of just searching whoever you guys were saying. Derek Bobot, Ashton Kutcher, Derek Ramsey with hair, and then Angela White. Goodbye, family brand. What do you mean BBC? She's not a newscaster. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, sneak peek, chat. No! Kapag tier 2 ba hindi censored, yeah. Get access to the no red boxes. But yeah, chat, that's the little in case you've always wondered, that's the difference between tier 1 and tier 2. So tier 1 memberships, it's just a little thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's really support for the live streams. Pero yun lang yung ma-offer ko na difference ng tier 1 and tier 2 memberships on YouTube. The tier 2, you get pre-released videos. Yeah, Zarina, I hear the rain's still so bad. May post din ako sa memes and links. Alright, maybe you can end with that one. Best gym I've been to, Muscle Factory, Bali. This is the best gym I've ever been to, chat. There you go. Do they have photos at least? They don't even have photos, man. Of the entire thing. Sobrang ganda ng gym na to. So, lahat kompleto. They call it Alpha Gym now? Man, there you go. It's not even a good photo of it. But ito yung gym, oh. Boom, look at that. Cover photo lang pala. Anyway, let's go back. Last. May ganun sa Discord? Are you level 2, Mock? What are we talking about? Kaya pala nagtataka ako, odd times yung posting. It's in advance pala. Yeah. Yeah, pre-release videos on Discord. Boom. Pre-release videos. Yeah, meron. You will get access to it if tingin mong level 2 ka, Mock, and you actually are, pero di mo siya nakikita sa Discord. You have to link your YouTube account to your Discord. Like as a profile. Para ma-recognize. Kasi automated siya. Ma-recognize ng Discord na, uy, member ka nung channel neto. So, therefore, I will give you access to these channels. So, yeah. It's a you have to link it kind of thing. Alright, let's end with this one, chat. Last one for tonight. We will be doing... LJ, meron daw siyang post na gustong i-share. Gigil ako sa mga anak ng anak. What the hell? That's nuts. Well, I don't wanna... Yan, ganyan na lang. Because I don't wanna show the kid's face on the stream. Kita ba hanggang dulo? That's crazy, man. Is it the kid's fault? Is the knife real? Yung natatakot nga ako, yung ano eh. Hindi ko alam ba't ako pa yung natatakot eh. Pero eto chat to. Alam nyo yung G. Araneta Ave, Quezon Ave. G. Araneta. There is this section here that I hate getting caught at the stoplight at. G. Araneta, Quezon Ave. Freaking hate this part, chat. Let me explain to you. Quezon Ave, G. Araneta. There you go. There. Freaking hate it here, yo. Let's see kung tama to. Ba't ako napunta sa footbridge? Get me down! Get me down! Ayun. G. Araneta. Dito. Ito, Quezon Ave to eh, no? Tama, Quezon Ave to. Chat, I really dislike getting caught at the stoplight here. Kasi yung mga bata dito, madalas teenager, mga bata dito, iwa-wiper nila yung yung windshield, 'di ba? Pero kung di mo sila bibigyan ng barya, iiwanan lang nilang may sabon yung windshield mo. Worse, kung di mo sila bigyan ng barya, gagasgasan pa nila yung kotse mo. So, like, alam mo yung tipong, I'm a cashless guy, bro. I don't have coins with me, man. Do you take GCash? Please take GCash. Pero marami dito. Buti nga lahat nakago eh. Walang nakikitang bata. Pero madalas meron. Sa ilalim ng tulay galing. O next time, GCash na lang kaysa sa magasgas pa yung kotse o magasgasan pa yung kotse o maiwanan ng may sabon yung windshield. Alam niyo 'di ba yung mga boys na ganun? Yeah. Scary. And again, these kids, man, do they know? Do they know what they're doing? No. They're kids. More reason din para di ako mag-rides in Manila in the future. Yeah. How was your nap, Levy, by the way? Wala ba magawa authority? Gigil ako sa mga anak ng anak tas di kaya yung responsibilidad. Katulad nitong bata na nasa video. Nakakaawa naman at the same time nakakatakot. Title of the thread, gigil ako sa mga anak ng anak. Very alarming. Bata pa lang ganyan na asal. Napakalaki ng chance na maging offender yung umidad lang ng kaunti. Sana may dumisiplina ngayon pa lang. Look at this. I think the conversation is going where I expected it to go. Teka lang, tanggalin ko to. Okay tong conversation. Come on, man. Give me something. There you go. So sinabi ng top comment, very alarming. Bata pa lang ganyan na asal. Napakalaki ng chance na maging offender yung umidad lang ng kaunti. Sana may dumisiplina ngayon pa lang. Tama nga, sabi nung nag-reply, tama nga siguro yung bagong batas na babaan yung edad na pwedeng makulong pag nakagawa ng krimen. Iba na mga bata ngayon na tulad niyan. Sorry, pero no. Lowering the age of criminal responsibility would just worsen the situation. Mas lalong dadami ang sanggano. Disiplina at maayos na rehabilitasyon ang kailangan ng mga batang yan. Hindi selda at karahasan sa loob ng bilibid. Yeah. Yeah, man. Trauma will just worsen. Pero grabe no yung mga ganito. Yeah, peak. Was that peak? Laro tayo? Maglalaro ba tayo? Hold on, let me go to Arena right now. Are we gonna play? If you buy this, Paolo, G ka ba maglaro? Pero PC to, di ba? Yeah, I'm gonna need somebody to play this with, chat. Like, I'll be real with you. Manny suggested the game for me. But I did not know who wants to play. Like, we'll play this on stream. G ka ba, Levi? May game na sinuggest si Manny eh. Kung G ka sa peak, G ako. Because I'm not sure Paolo will be able to play cross-console. Pwede ba yun? Yun, yeah. Kailangan muna bumili ng laptop. Teka, may sinuggest na game si Manny. Let me just find it here. Manny suggested a similar co-op game. Teka. On Steam, it's 249 pesos. Crazy. That's not bad at all. Peak, and then, teka, hanapin ko yung game na sinuggest ni Manny. This one is a Steam game also. I want to play it. Again, wala lang akong alam na gusto makipaglaro. Madalas ganun talaga, chat. Lonely life. Wait, let me search for Manny here. There you go. Ito yung game. Together.
Hey,
Pico
I
Park.
have to remove chat just
Pico Park on Roblox.
to play the game again. All right, let's watch everyone die.
I feel like you could play this with many people. Pico
We gotta
Park.
wait for all the kings to work themselves out. And then get in the hole. Stop moving. Get in the hole. Why do you take so long to start getting into a hole?
Shame.
You have to keep.
Ano, G Levy? G ba, Levy, laro tayo? If G si Levy. If G si Levy, G ako. Peak. Perhaps not Pico Park. Oo nga, Mr. 12 hours ka na ngayon eh. Are we gonna have a stream on Friday? For now, wala. But I could open up a slot. Yeah, 12-hour working boy gan eh. Schedule natin, Levi. Yeah, schedule natin, Levi. Laro tayo. Let's talk about it. But so far on the 25th, walang stream. We could open up a gaming stream then. On the 26th, though, I have to, I'm gonna get the HPV vaccine. By the way, chat, the HPV vaccine has been raised to 38 years old, if I'm not mistaken. HPV vaccine age limit. Ni-raise na nila yung age. There you go. Hold on. There you go. 45. They raised it to 45. Limited na lang ang benefits, by the way. Limited ang benefits if you get it after 26 years old, because the assumption is that you would have already gotten all the possible, a lot of the strains already. And if you already get infected by a strain, you cannot be immunized through the vaccination. But basically, all I'm saying is sa 26 meron akong vaccination. Good for you, SWG. Good for you. Tama yan. Nakompleto mo. Alam ko 3 sessions yun eh. Nice. Vaccination stream. Normally it wasn't also advised for males to get the HPV shot. I think it was only in the last 10 years lang din na nagkaroon ng push to include men to get the HPV shot. And again, only until recently, hanggang 26 years old lang. And then apparently 27 and older until 45 may limited benefits. Anywho, alright, Peak looks like a game that we will be playing. Alright, chat, 136 members. Can we get one more before the stream ends? Just one more, chat. One more membership before the stream ends. Let's get this. Let's play the song. Where is the song? Bihira lang siya on me? What do you mean? Bihira. Yeah, bihira lang siya on men. If I can recall. Yep. Let's go! SWG, chat! Double U's in the chat for SWG, baby. Thank you so much, SWG. Napilitan daw! Alright, chat. 137 members strong. I want to give a huge shout out to the following people. We have Path and SWG. And then we also have Geo for the TTS. Aw, thank you, SWG. Have a great evening, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. By the way, this thing is still on my nose. It's still going strong. Tomorrow's content, ranking every Nestle yogurt flavor. I guess that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Let's see. Because di pa rin ako nabibigyan ng go signal ng Nestle eh. So we'll talk about it. We'll see what we end up doing tomorrow. I'll probably announce it before the stream starts. Thank you to everybody who hung out here. Bins, SWG, Levy, to our mods, by the way. I saw Paring Ray. I saw Bok. OJ also was here. Let's go! LJ with the super chat. Of course, MJ, Paolo, Mock, Patrick. Lots of new names here too. I said thank you to Path already. And Yel. And everybody else, chat. Sa mga dumaan, thank you so much. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great evening. Stay dry, please. And safe. Kita na yung dito ng computer. Kita ba yun kanina? Parang hindi, diba? What happened? Anyway, bye-bye.